Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. I'm your host, Cooley. Tonight is debate night, and we'll also be reacting to some content tonight. So let's hop into the intro. Let's go.
No Crazy Podcast. It's a vibe.
I should understand it.
All right, well, you could understand out the door. You can understand out the door, man. I love that episode. That episode where I kicked out that ratchet chick in the intro. Everyone that's tuning in right now, we are currently live on Facebook and YouTube. We're gonna stay live on Facebook for about maybe 45 minutes. So be prepared, everyone that's tuning in on Facebook, to come on over to YouTube. We got a couple links in the YouTube description. The first link in the YouTube description is going to be for anyone that wants to join the stream. Tonight is debate night. I welcome in the feminists. I welcome in the liberals. I welcome in the Kamala Harris supporters. I welcome in the people that believe that they are literally God. I welcome in the male feminists. I welcome in the woke people that believe in transgenderism and all of that weird stuff. I welcome in the haters, people that just hate me for being me. Really, they have no reason to hate, but they just like, you know what? I don't like him. He looks too good. He's too tall. He's too great. I don't like him just because. You're welcome in too, man. We can do all ad hominem. You don't even got to come in here with an argument. I'll just roast you out of here. But the people that actually do want to come in with an argument, that'll be much better. So if you disagree with anything that I say, any content that you watch, or if you just have a different point of view, a different perspective, come on in. Click the first link in the YouTube description. That link is also pinned in the YouTube comments, and I'll let you on in. The next link is going to be for the membership. We got three tiers. First tier is gang. Second tier is hitman. Third tier is mob ties. You join any of those tiers, you're locked in with us, and you get a lot of different special perks. Depending on which tier you join, you get special perks. But any tier you join, you do get access to me. So if you want to communicate with me and stuff like that, I'll go ahead and communicate with you via Instagram and Facebook or whatever it may be. But join that any of the tiers, and you got full access. As the tiers go up, you get more privileges and more access, which is explained when you are joining each tier. Other than that, the next link in the YouTube description is going to be for the Clips channel. Join the Clips channel, man. I have my Clips guy. He's been posting many clips per day on there. Actually, just posted some clips today. So sign up for the Clips channel. And we haven't posted clips on there for a while, but once he started posting clips, already gained like 1,000 subscribers in like a day just from posting clips. Views been going up already on it, so it's looking good. So sign up for the Clips channel. If you don't have the time to watch the full episodes and a full debate nights, like everything is going to be clipped up and posted on the Clips channel. On the main channel, we do post some clips too, but it's only like the hot stuff. Kind of what I think is hot. I'm like, all right, I was spitting on this one, post that on the main channel. Everything else gets posted on the Clips channel though. So on the Clips channel, you don't miss anything. So subscribe to the Clips channel. The next link in the YouTube description is going to be for, let me see what we got for the next link. Okay, we got all the YouTube, we got all of the platforms. So we got the Discord, the two Instagram accounts, the TikTok, the Facebook, and the X account, and my email. If you want to do business, go ahead and shoot me an email. Or if you want to do business, just hit me up through Instagram or any of the other platforms that we have listed, social media platforms. All right. So I know you all see the Cash App thing down there. That's if you want to donate to the channel today, man. If you want to donate and support the podcast, you can send in a super chat on Instagram. On YouTube, which I do appreciate. Send in a super chat, and I'll go ahead and read your comment. If you have any, questions or comments or anything like that, support the channel by sending in a super chat just via YouTube. But YouTube takes like 30%, right? So they take 30% of your cash. So I don't even get, if you send in $1, I don't get that full dollar at all. With that being said, we got the Cash App right there. You can go ahead and support the podcast by sending in a super chat through the Cash App. And you can also just write a question. So you could send in send in some funds. And then also, if you have a comment or a question, you can write that right through Cash App, and I'll bring it up on my phone, and I'll go ahead and read your question out loud or your comment out loud. So those are the two ways to support the channel tonight. It's going to be Cash App and YouTube Super Chats. All right, so we got a few clips from the supporters that I'm going to be getting into. Uh, it's a lot of stuff. We got Brittany Renner and Kevin Gates got a divorced in like 30 days or 52 days or something like that. Looks like that. And I actually just reacted to them last week. So we'll go ahead and react to that. We got Ray J. He said some wild stuff in regards to lying on his meat. Oh man, fellas, if you know anything, it is never good to lie on your meat. Don't be if you ain't smash shorty, don't lie and say that you smash shorty. And that's exactly what Ray J did. It's weird because he's Ray J. You don't need to do it. His reasonings was a little bit weird too. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that and break it all down. Then we got some other stuff that the members sent me that I'm going to go ahead and react to. And if we have some time, depending on the stuff that we react to and the debates that we have tonight, I will react to what's going on in LA and those riots. So LA and the riots, and also the Elon Musk and Trump beef. I'll go ahead and react to that as well. I know a lot of you've been seeing, people give their perspective on the whole Elon Musk and Trump situation. I would say I have a fairly different perspective than most of the content that I've seen. So you'll be interested in hearing that. And then also the LA riots, man. It's crazy, man. Those immigrants rioting for. I'll give my take on that if we do have time. That's going to be like the last thing that we'll touch on. But without further ado, let's get into the first clip for today. And actually, right before I do so, let me just make sure the audio and everything is good on my end. Okay. Audio looks good. Okay, audio looks good. How can I renew my subscription? Okay, Madison, you can renew your subscription right through YouTube. I believe you'll get like notified of when your subscription is, or you know what, you could just resubscribe. So if it went away, just resubscribe. And also, someone in the chat, Wick Kid Dreams, go ahead and help Madison Sims out. Send her a message on how to renew it or set up an automatic renewal of the subscription. My man Wick Kid Dreams is in a super chat. He's a member. He'll definitely help you out. So Wick Kid, send a message to Madison right on here, right on the live stream, and help her to renew her membership, her tier. But I'm sure it would most likely, since it expired, you'll have to then resubscribe, and then Wick Kid, tell her how to sign up for like that automatic subscription. Because you know what, I'm not actually 100% sure. Or you just like Google it or YouTube it. I'm sure they'll let you know. All right, let's get into the first clip that we got set for today. And let's see. All right, shout out to you, Madison. Welcome back to the gang. Welcome back to the gang.
Fugazee.
Let me see if my buttons are working. Okay, my buttons is working. I had to make sure. The last stream that I did, my buttons wasn't working, man. I was pissed off. Oh, quick update for y'all. Well, not even an update, but I know a lot of you seen the new studio that I have set up and everything. We did an episode just this past Friday. Today is Tuesday, so we did an episode just this past Friday. It was a good one. It was about a 3.5 hour episode at the new spot. Had all new girls besides two. And it was some good conversations, man. So go ahead and check out the last dating podcast that I did this Friday. Once again, we're doing one a month. Well, actually, this month I'm giving you two. So I gave you one just this past Friday. The next full panel dating podcast is going to be at the end of this month. We was going to do it the beginning of July, but everyone's going on vacation for that week because it's 4th of July. So we are giving you a full panel girls show the 27th of this month, which is going to be on Friday, going live around 9 to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when we do the girls shows. So tune in for that, man. I also, another quick update, I am debating another person that was on the Jubilee channel, I believe. He also was on the Whatever podcast. He debated Andrew Wilson. I will be debating him this Thursday on my channel, virtual stream. He hit me up on, I believe it was X, and he said, "Hey, I seen a debate with you and Oliver." I went in. I said, listen, man, call me the can man, because anyone can get it. I'm not holding nothing back. Everyone is welcome to the podcast to get their worldview obliterated. So when he hit me up, I said, all right, cool. What do you want to debate about? He said he doesn't want to debate about feminism. He said he wants to debate about, is red pill, good or bad for men? I'm like, okay, red pill. I mean, I guess that's going to be an easy debate on if it's good or bad for men. I'm sure he'll be on the side that it's bad for men. I'll be taking the affirmative that it's good for men, and the onus is going to be on him to prove that it's bad. I mean, I could show my own receipts on if it's good. I have so many refutations that I can prove. I mean, that that it's good, so many receipts that it's good, and he would have to have some refutations to prove that it's not good, that it's wrong. So tune in this Thursday. That's going to be a debate with another male feminist. All right, let's get to the first clip. This is a funny one here. Okay, this one should be good. I think I've seen this guy before. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, let's see what we got here.
You guys buy me this? It's just a baby one. It's like a shot of beer. You mind throwing this on there? I haven't had anything to drink all day. I'm parched.
I cannot, my man.
Come on, Bob, please. Just a little something for the brother to get through the day.
Sorry, bro.
Please. Oh, man. You only have what? I take 20s. Yeah, I take 20s.
So would I.
Yeah.
So already you see that the wife was trying to assist him. He was asking to purchase a drink, and she said something like she doesn't have any change. She doesn't have any singles or whatever. And he said, "Hey, I'll take 20s." So it seems like she was willing to assist right off the bat. The husband over there, he's not paying him no attention at all, not willing to engage, and said, "Sorry, bud, I'm good. Let's continue on."
I'm sorry. No, it's okay. Can I have a hug at least? Some love? Oh.
Oh, pay attention, chat. Pay close attention. He says to the wife, "Can I have a hug at least?" And she kind of leans in, like she kind of thought about it, and then she pointed at her husband, like, "I'm married. Let's continue on."
Okay. Can I hug you, bud?
Nah, I'm good.
She didn't want to hug me. But...
Have a good day.
Yeah, okay, that's all right.
Okay, they're both waving him off. He also asked the husband, can he have a hug? And if anyone doesn't know this individual, Damon Darling on Instagram, shout out to him. He does a lot of funny content where he walks up to people and asks them for $1. And, people say, no, they don't have $1. And then he'll go ahead and say, he'll offer them $1, like, hey, everyone needs $1. You take this $1. So he's like a funny comedian dude that walks up to people in Walmart and stores like that. But this clip is actually interesting. So shout out to the person that sent me this one, and all of his stuff is fully organic.
You know what? I don't even drink. I'm 9 years sober.
0.
Yeah, I was just seeing if you guys would do it for me.
No.
Social experiment. Yeah.
No.
Testing the people in the area. I'm new to the area. Yeah, I just bought a big house over here. Yeah.
Okay, now you see that, right? So once he breaks the ice and like, yeah, I'm just playing. I'm just, doing a social experiment right now. And the wife is, kind of just putting stuff away and doing things. Then he just says, I just bought a big house over here. If you peeped it, I don't know if you peeped it, and I can't really go back because we're on Instagram, but I don't know if you peeped it. She looked at him like, oh yeah, big house, you say? Big house, you say? So let's continue on.
Yeah. If you don't mind, I'd like to pay for your guys' groceries. Can I do that?
Oh, that's all right, man. Don't worry.
I can't do it? Okay.
Ooh, now she's looking again. The husband, this entire time, he's like moving real fast. He's weird. And also, you got to understand right off the bat, you can observe if someone is masculine or if they have a feminine nature. And right off the bat, since someone is speaking to you, another man is coming to your area and speaking to you and also speaking to your wife, but you have your back turned, right? You have your back turned to that other man. Well, you're not protecting your wife in this situation. You don't know this other man. So why would you keep moving with your back turned while this other man is speaking to you and your wife? And also, your wife is behind you. So let's just say if this was a creeper or a bad situation where someone had nefarious ways to do something to invoke some harm on you or your wife, you wouldn't even be there. You wouldn't even be capable to protect yourself since your back is turned or to protect your wife. So, this is what you call a feminine man. Even if someone is playing, and once again, they don't know that he is playing or joking, they just see like this tall black guy with some dreads on the top of his head coming towards them. If anyone is talking to you as a man, you look them dead in their eye and you speak back. And if you don't want them around you, you look dead in their eye and you tell them, hey, get from around here. I'm doing stuff over here. We putting some groceries away. I'm with my lady. Peace. You let that man know to get out of there now. If the man doesn't move and he continues to talk, then you let him know, like, listen, I don't feel comfortable with you still speaking around me and asking me for things when I just told you no and my lady is around. If I have to tell you again, I'm gonna have to put my hands on you. Right. So this is what a masculine person would do. It's like, I'm not playing no games. Because at the end of the day, is we have to be proactive. Masculinity is proactive, not reactive. It's proactive, meaning that you have to be able to assess a threat, right? And if there isn't a threat, well, assessing a threat is say, hey, this is my space. I'm doing something over here. Get on up out of here. Have a good day, man. I appreciate you, but get on up out of here. And if the man continues to stay there, well, obviously, he just, neglected one of your prompts. He just chose not to listen to one of your commands. Okay, so that's one command down. And if he continues, and he may not even be a threat, but in this situation, if I would put myself in his shoes, this wouldn't happen with me. Because I would tell the dude, like, yo, man, I don't care if you're playing games or shooting content. I don't care what you're doing. I ain't no nigga to be playing with. You don't play with me. Play with the other person that's putting their groceries away. Do not play with me. That's how it's going to go. And since this dude, this dork here in the gray shirt, he has his back turned to the other man and his wife is behind him, this is why his wife is looking at this other man. This is why his wife is engaging in the other man and talking back to the other man. Like, why is she even speaking to that other man? Right. And I've never watched this before, but I know his content is some funny content. So I'm assuming something funny is going to happen or something's going to happen. So let's see. But currently, right now, his wife is looking a little bit, you know what I'm saying? She's not grounded. She's not grounded. I don't like the way this is looking. And I'm very observant.
I'm just trying to meet my neighbors and make some friends, let you guys know I'm here. Don't shoot. You know, I got a white one.
You see that right there. I told you guys, chat. So previously, when he was speaking, she did not give him a hug. She seems like she was about to give him a hug, but then she chose not to give him a hug. And then after, he broke the ice, he said, "Hey, I'm just filming, doing a social experiment." He didn't even say he was filming. He said he was doing a social experiment. And then he also said that he has a big house. He also offered to pay their groceries. Now, someone could say, "Coolly, she's just being nice and giving a hug back." Some people would say that. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Silly, silly, silly kids. Tricks are for kids. Tricks are for kids, right? And I ain't no kid. My shorty ain't playing no tricks on me. Now, your shorty could play some tricks on you, and you could think that your shorty was just giving some friendly hug. Nah, 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 buddy. She gave that man a hug is because one, she probably was interested in homie. And forget the interested. She gave that man a hug is because the man that she currently has, the dude in that gray shirt with that gray hair, is a wimp and has no masculinity. And just the simple fact that another man that's taller in stature, that's approaching her man and them and saying, "Hey, I would like to pay for the groceries and stuff like that. I have a big house." She like, "Oh dang, okay." And he has the confidence just to walk up to us and we're strangers. Just him having that confidence is better than her man, because we know that her man has no confidence because he has his back turned to the other man. Come on now, right? So chat, put some hundreds in the chat right now, because I didn't even know this was gonna happen, but she's open. She's choosy. She done opened up and gave homie a hug. And if your woman would do this and you would say, "Well, she's just being nice." Tricks are for kids, and I ain't no kid. Yo chick can play them tricks and fool you. Ain't fooling me over here. All right, let's continue on.
Life too. So. All right, guys. Love you. Thanks for hugging me. Yeah, yeah. Love you guys.
Look. He said, "Thanks for hugging me." Her man didn't even turn around. Yo, he didn't even turn around. Imagine. Oh man, this is how you know she definitely has. If she works, if this man wife works, she got a work husband. She definitely got a work husband. She be getting that thing plowed on break. I mean, plow. Mac on them 15, 30-minute breaks. And if she got an hour break, she in the moon somewhere. She in the heavens, because you can tell that she withholds sex for compliance all the time from this dork, because she don't respect them at all. How you gonna hug another man when you're with your man, and then he's such a wimp and such a simp that he doesn't even turn around after the dude is like, "Thanks for the hug." He was like, "Wait, you hugged him?" He didn't say any of that. Hey, yo, don't be this dude. Do not be this loser right here. And I don't care how old you are, man. There's certain things that there's some do's and don'ts in a relationship when you're a masculine man. And there's some do's and don'ts for you, some things that you just don't tolerate, right? At all. And there's some do's and don'ts that your woman wouldn't even think about doing. She wouldn't even think about doing. Coming up, talking to my woman. What? She gonna be deaf, dumb, and blind. She chick not even gonna speak English back to you. She ain't gonna say nothing at all. Matter of fact, she gonna think you're invisible, bruh. No eye contact, no nothing. Those are the type of chicks you want. That don't give a man no attention is because it's like the woman doesn't give that man attention because she views her man as everything. That's the thing. When you get a woman and she views you as everything, meaning that she can't see a world without you in it. She cannot imagine. She cannot imagine a world without you in it. When you get your woman like that, things start to get in line. It's never about forcing a girl or controlling your girl. No, that's not what Cooley here on No Fugazi podcast is saying. Not at all. What I'm saying is a woman is a mere reflection of your masculinity. So if you are that guy and she views you like that guy, matter of fact, for the most part, you ain't even gotta be that guy. She just gotta view you as that guy, right? I know some broke dudes. I know some dudes that cause like you don't have to be wealthy to be masculine. Like some people be like, oh well, I gotta have a Bugatti, I have to be wealthy, I have to have all of these material items to be masculine. No, material items do not make you masculine at all. That isn't how it works, right? What I'm saying is if you are that man, you have this frame about yourself, and you have this by frame I mean there's things that you tolerate and things that you don't tolerate. Like everyone knows me, I don't cuss, drink, or smoke. I don't do certain things, I don't go certain places, and that will never change. It's always been like that, always been like that. So it's like, you know what, someone can try to come in my circle or come around my circle to try to influence me in a way. It's impenetrable, it just won't work, right? So people around me respect this about me. It's a frame that I have about myself, right? Some do's and don'ts. They know me, right? So when you have this about yourself, it creates this aura. And this aura, people tend to respect this aura, right? And the woman, if she's into you and she's attracted to you and stuff like that, and she sees you as everything. Listen, man, she's gonna operate accordingly. She's gonna operate accordingly. She's gonna get in line, and she's not gonna be giving random dudes hugs. And it looks like, what store is this? Not Costco. They're probably in like Wegmans. This looked like Wegmans checkout. Definitely a Wegmans checkout. Someone let me know if this is definitely a Wegmans or a Weiss checkout. I do believe. But let me stop sharing that. That was a funny one. Let's move it right along. Okay, Matt 100's in the chat. I see y'all in here, man. Let's get on to the next clip. Also, tonight is debate night. So anyone that's tuning in right now, we got a lot of people on Facebook too. If you're tuning in on Facebook and you want to debate, coolly tonight, come on and join the stream. Come on over to YouTube. That's No Fugazee Podcast on YouTube, and I'll bring you on up. Let's get into the next clip. See what we got. Already the title, it says right here, men are evil. I predict this is going to be a raging feminist. And it says the inherent fact, which is pure 100% wrong. Couldn't be the furthest thing from the truth, but let's see what you got to say.
Are evil, that is true. Like man as a whole is evil.
Wait, let's bring this
The
back.
inherent fact that men are evil, that is true. Like man as a whole is evil. Like just as an entity, a general idea. Men have inflicted violence and oppression on the world in ways that are irreparable. Like it's okay if we say that out loud.
Just the simple fact that she's saying men are inherently evil tells you that, and she's on a platform saying this, holding a mic that a man created, being viewed from a camera or a phone that a man created, being inside a building that a man created. So just the fact that she has the ability to speak out against men shows you how absurd she is, shows you how crazy her mind is. Because the truth is, the only reason that you can speak on the mic and say the things that you say is because men created a comfortable world for you to say these things, right? Can you say this in Afghanistan? No. The Taliban that chop your head off, right? Men protect other men and women from the bad guys. So the good men creates the comfortable life that this delusional feminist lives in. And she's up here talking about, oh, men are inherently bad. What? What? Are you crazy? We have 17 times more testosterone than you do. We get turned on like a light switch. We're always horny. We're always thinking about box. But is grape prevalent? No, we still court you, right? And most of the times that, let's just say that the guys that have intentions, or they're just weird and crazy in the mind of actually doing the grape act, well, the reason why they're hesitant about doing it is because they know they're going to experience the consequences that another man is going to put on them, meaning that they're going to get caught. Cops is going to, take them to jail, and they're going to be thrown in jail, and so forth and so on and so forth. So, you know, men, we've created this world that keep the bad guys in check. Just the fact that grape isn't prevalent is like, god dang, men must be very compassionate because we court you. We don't have to court you, right? If men was that bad, it's like, you know what? We all get together, like, it's men against women, right? They're not physically, generally speaking, they're not physically stronger than us. We have this, the thing that's innate in us is like, oh, we want to procreate, we want sex, right? So it's like, oh, okay, let's just take it. Let's get together and agree that, no one is going to stop no man. We're just all going to take whatever we want from this woman. Women wouldn't have a choice when it came to giving birth. But we created this and and once again, chat, anyone that's watching this, no one is for grape. I'm giving you a description, not a prescription. So the description truth, the descriptive truth is that if men got together, if men would really wanted to dive inside their nature, and really just, we can enact some heinous, violent crimes on other men and on women, right? So just the fact that she's saying this is crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. Let's continue on.
It's okay if we say that men are inherently evil. It's like, it's not all men, but for some reason, always a man. Every time something terrible happens, always a man, like 99% of the time. So I feel like it's a lot simpler than people may think.
She said, every time something crazy happens, always a man. Every time something bad happens, always a man. So everything is always a man. You know what this shows me? That this woman does not want to take accountability at all. She lacks accountability. She blames all of her problems on a man. And it also most likely streams from not having a father figure around. Women develop this mindset and they blame everything on a man is because they really never had an example of a real man to look at. They haven't had a father around. They was raised in a single mother household. So, they're used to men coming inside of the home because most likely their moms was 304s. But let's just say the mom wasn't a 304. When they see men, they see them in a way where it's like, I don't really understand them and they're much bigger and stronger than me. So I don't really feel too safe, right? So their view of looking at a man is disdain and not true because they never had a good example of a man. And normally the first good example of a man is going to be your father, for men and women, but especially for women, because it's like, most guys that you encounter, they want to sleep with you. Even when you're in your workplace, most guys, if you're halfway decent looking, you'll get a lot of attempts of guys that want to sleep with you. Now, once again, grape isn't prevalent, so it's not like most guys are trying to grape you, but most guys would, throw a pass at a beautiful woman and say, hey, what's up? You got a boyfriend? What's good with you? So they're probably used to that, like, oh, why are you always just like on me? And why the attention that you're giving me, why is it always sexual attention? So she's a woman that only experienced sexual attention usually from men. The thing about when you're raised with a father, right? That's one of the first times and genuine times that you will get attention from a man and have many experience with a man, but it's void of any sexual attention. This is why women, young girls, must be raised with a father, because it'll help them to respect masculinity. Let's continue on.
I don't hate my man. I hate most men. And for me, I think given what men have done to me personally, to people I love, and the world as a whole, if they all start guilty and have to work.
Hold up. What she
If
said
they all
again?
start guilty and have to work. And for me, I think given what men have done to me personally, to people.
That's what I wanted to hear. Given to me what men have done to me personally, She's using her own personal experiences because she didn't have a father. You can tell she was raised with, and sometimes you can have your father around, but he's not a good father, right? So you got to have a good father around. You got to be raised with someone that's, actually trying to, protect you from the bad influences and just, you know, only allowing the good influences because influence is one of the most powerful forces out there. Influence creates thinking and thinking creates behavior. So there's so many negative influences coming at people, especially young girls and this modern day world. So you need a father figure, a protector to tell you, even if you're watching something on your phone, like, that's dumb, put that down, don't watch that, and also give you some reasoning behind it. Like, there's two different parents. One parent tells you, why are you watching that? Turn that off. So then you're like, okay, I'm just going to listen. I'm going to turn it off. But then you're wondering in the back of your mind, like, wait, why is dad telling me to turn it off? Like, dad is just so mean. He's always just telling me to turn these things off. Okay, I'm going to listen, but like, why? Right? So that's one parent. Well, they'll tell you and the kid will listen. The other parent is better, though. They tell you, but then they also give you some understanding of why they're telling you. Now, once again, as a parent, you're not obligated to give your child a why. But if you want to do a really good job in helping out the development in your kids' reasoning and logic skills, then you would tell them why, right? Because so they can get some understanding of why you're telling them that this is bad. You get it? Some kids be like, "Oh, I can't watch this. This is bad. I can't do that. This is bad. I could do this. That's good. I could do this." But they don't really understand why. And then not only that, they'll make up their own. They'll try to reason themselves. And children is super, super naive, but they'll try to reason themselves of why they think dad or mom said that is bad or good. Right. So I think that when you're giving directions, you need to give instructions. All right, let's continue on.
I love and the world as a whole, if they all start guilty and have to work their way to innocent, that's not really a big deal to me. I feel very like convicted in that. It's very like, if you're not awful, prove it. Yeah. Quit talking about it and fucking do it. Because
Oh yeah, she's like, if you're not awful, prove it. Yeah, this is what you call she's been ran through too many times. She got dick brain. Dick brain is like, man, I experienced too many dudes that just smashed me and didn't give me any true commitment. So now I got my guard up all the time. I think that you're a liar. I think that most men are this. I think that most men are that because I've spread open my legs too much and I allowed the wrong men in. That's what she's talking about. Let's continue on.
the men who complain that they really hate hearing like, oh, what about all men? Oh, all men, all men. A lot of this, not a lot of action.
Yeah, well, it's over for her. She's doomed. She's doomed. She's gonna continue to get ran through and not get any true commitment. And hey, it is what it is. Some chicks like that you can't save. And over here on No Fugazi, we ain't trying to save these hoes. We give you perspective and give you some truth, but at the end of the day, if you ain't picking up game, you on your own. You are on your own. Okay, let's get into another clip there. Yeah, that chick was she was also indoctrinated by feminism as well. Just because like you can have your own experience, you can have your own experiences. So I would say three things. It was her not having a good father around. It was also her experiences with men. But if you had a good father around, like, yeah, if you had a good father around, you wouldn't probably have as many bad experiences with men. So if you had a father around one, the bad experiences with men would decrease. But also with feminism being around, you can still have a good father around and not have so many bad influence and not have so many bad experiences with men. You can have a good father and not have any bad experiences with men. But with feminism, the indoctrination of thinking that men are equal and men are the oppressor and women are the oppressed, that can warp your mind to thinking and speaking just like that fat 304 chick was. And it's crazy because her belly was literally hanging over like the lining of her drawers because we seen it in the skirt. And that's disgusting. You have the nerve to complain about men, but you're not even in the gym. That don't make no sense. Okay, let's continue on. Here's the next clip. And who we got in here? Hey, get the likes up real quick. Get the likes up. All right. Also, anyone that wants to join the stream and debate, we can debate about feminism. We can debate about, religion. We could debate about, and religion as far as like, if like you're an atheist, and you want to be, we could debate about like the creation debate, like, did we come from rocks and soil and dirt, or did we come from uh, a being that's not bound by time, space, or matter, that created us, a conscious that's not bound by time, space, or matter. So yeah, I'm down for those debates. What else? If you want to debate about male and female intersexual dynamics, come on in, and I'm here to debate. All right, let's see what this is. Already, homie got. Already, I didn't view this. This is stuff. We are still viewing stuff that people, the members, what the members sent in. So the supporters send me in stuff. When you become a member, you can hit me up via, Instagram, Facebook, and send in some stuff. And we get so much stuff, I just pull out whichever comes first. That's how it is. But already off the bat, I can tell that he is a male feminist. He is most likely, if not gay, he definitely adopted the woman's nature, because he's painting his nails. Uh, Girls paint their nails. Other than that, he has a cross on his neck, but that's just for play. I doubt he is anything. He's the furthest thing from religious. Let's see what else about his observation right here. He got this little bald on the side, right? But the hair up here, this black little bracelet thing here with the black nails, definitely like some gothic type dude. He's definitely a dude that probably simps to chicks and like, pays for stuff from chicks and all of that type of stuff. But let's see.
I think the feminist movement is fantastic.
Right already. His first sentence, I think the feminist movement is fantastic. Let's see his reasoning.
I thought they were going to become doctors and lawyers. No, they're just all doing things, and I'm not hating. I fucking love it. I fucking love the feminist movement. It's fucking awesome.
Would you date someone who does all that?
Yeah, like make that money, girl. I just assumed they were going to become doctors.
So, and what's funny? These women, these type of men are the feminists don't even want these type of men. Feminists do not want these type of male feminist, right? That has no backbone. She says, would you date a woman that does OnlyFans? He says, yeah, I'll date a woman that does OnlyFans. Heck yeah. And the reason why he would do that is because he views himself lower than the woman. You could tell that is because he adopted the nature of the woman. You only adopt the nature of the things that you deem as being superior. I repeat, pay attention, chat. You only adopt the nature, right, of the things or the person that you deem as superior, meaning that they have something they're doing something or have something that you would like to be or you would like to have. He painted his nails black. This would say that he likes when women paint their nails, right? So he adopted it and was like, I want to be like that. I want to do that, right? So he adopted the nature of a woman. So for sure, of course, he would, be with a woman that does OnlyFans, is because he wants to pedestalize the woman. He wants to feel and be beneath the woman. This is what you call a loser. And most of these feminists wouldn't choose this man at all. Majority of women, no matter if they're feminist or not, they still want a masculine dominant man. That's just the facts, bro. I've interviewed over 700 women on my podcast, and I had the most feminist girls on the show, and they all want a leader. And some of the ones that say that they don't want a leader, they're just coping. They're just coping because I walk them through a line of questioning, and then they get back to like, well, yeah, I would want this and this. So then you do want a leader. So it's like, this is all cap, bro. And the reason why he likes the feminist movement and he's praising, yay, the feminist movement, is because look at him. He wouldn't be able to get any sexual experience from the woman unless the woman was overly sexual herself. I'll repeat, he doesn't have the ability. Listen to me. This is a man that doesn't have the ability to garner the attention and a sexual experience from a woman naturally when she adores him. So instead, he relies on women over sexualizing themselves so he can get the sexual experience that way. Because this dude is a loser, overweight, cold cuts in the neck, and he's trying to emulate the woman. So these type of male feminists, yeah, they like the sexual liberation of the woman because this is how they mate. This is their ability to mate and to get some type of sexual experience from the woman because they can't do it without it. They can't do it. They can't get it without it. So they have to rely on, oh, yeah, masturbation and beating their meat off to chicks that do OnlyFans is because it's like, I mean, I really don't have the ability to, get these chicks on my own. So if they're going to put themselves out there, I'm sure it'd be a little bit easier for me. And that's normally how it is. Like, the more bodies that a woman acquires, the more men that the woman sleeps with, the easier it is for the next guy. So he's like, well, yeah, I want these chicks to sexualize themselves and get plowed and do this and do that because it's going to be easier. Look, he's like, it's going to be easier for me. Yeah. The more she's sexually liberated and she goes through all of these other guys, these Chads and these guys, do like me, I have a chance then, man. I stand a chance. Freaking doofus.
Or lawyers or scientists or something or like engineers, but no, they're all doing fans, and once again, it's awesome. I love it. All right.
And he just admits, he's like, yeah, we thought the woman was going to be doing doctors and lawyers and doing this, but instead they're doing OnlyFans. Because think about it. If they're doctors and lawyers and they choose these other career fields, he can't get the sexual experiences that he want with women. So it's like, now they're doing OnlyFans. So Katie, that I had a crush on in 11th grade, now she's 24 years old and she decided to start her OnlyFans. I couldn't see her butthole then because she didn't like me. And I still can't see her butthole now because she doesn't like me. But at least she's doing OnlyFans and I can subscribe and see it through there. Yay, this is a win. Always loved you, Katie. Got you. That's what they're doing. Freaking losers, man. The OnlyFans only benefits, women for the finances, but fast money comes with slow problems, and it benefits the dudes that can't get any box because it's like, now this is a potential that I could probably get it. The probability goes up, man. The probability goes up. And guess what? She does OnlyFans now, so the Chads aren't going to want her. Oh, Brad from a football captain of the football team, quarterback, bro. Brad's not about to take Katie seriously now that she does OnlyFans. So, me, Kyle, now she got no choice but, as she gets a little older, to look my way. He's an idiot. All right, let's continue on. All right, actually, that was the end of the clip, so let's stop that. Cool. Get the likes up, man. Get the likes up. Hit the likes up for me. Okay, everyone on YouTube, come on over to Facebook. That's No Fugazee Podcast on Facebook. Come on over to Facebook now. We about to get into the Brittany Renner and Kevin Gates divorce. And then we're also going to get into the actually, I see some people that's coming in here for debate night. Make sure your cameras are on for debate night, or I'm not going to bring you up. Cameras have to be on for debate night so I can see you backstage. You will not come up if I can't see you backstage. All right. Let me close down the Facebook stream. Let's see. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, Facebook stream is now closed and we are only live on YouTube. Let's get into the next clip that we have for you guys tonight. You know what? Before we get into that clip, the Kevin Gates and Brittany Renner, let's see what else the members sent. Then I'll click on like two more, see what we got here. All right, here we go.
Are actually not all that important in the lives of a lot of insects. So people have this idea that nature dictates kind of a 1950s sitcom version of what males and females are like, so that males are always supposed to be dominant and aggressive and females are passive and coy. But that's just not the case. In the social insects, the bees and wasps and ants, the individuals that you see every day are always female. My students, for instance.
So right off the bat, you have, this is a reaction. This woman down here, she's reacting to this, and her title was "Males Are Not Important." When the video first started playing, I'm not sure if you've seen it, but she put the title here, and it says "Males Are Not That Important." So this is what you call manipulation. Manipulation to the highest form, and it also starts to create some indoctrination as well, because currently what the lady is speaking right now, she's not saying anything that's not true. She's saying things that are true in the animal kingdom, right, with insects and stuff like that. She's not giving any prescription, she's just speaking descriptively. And right, we didn't even finish it yet. We'll see if this, lady in a red dress, if she gives any prescriptive on this, which I'm ready to debunk. And it's my first time watching it. But currently, right now, she's just giving a descriptive. But the prescriptive so far is what this feminist black woman is doing down there. Her prescriptive was males are not that important, and insinuating that males, uh, human males, are not that important. Let's see here. Her comment was, love me a good TED talk and science. I love science. Watch evolutionary biologist, da 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 da. So she's an evolutionary biologist, which, a lot of this stuff, I don't believe in evolution at all. I do believe that certain things do evolve over time. But as far as the correlation of mammals, warm blooded mammals, and humans, it's it's not a causation. So that correlation of mammals, warm-blooded mammals and humans, there's no causation there, meaning that just because those ants or certain bugs or certain animals, the males aren't a dominant force, and those certain insects and stuff like bees, you got the queen bee. Well, bees are dominant, and the women lead in the bee kingdom. So me as a human, and I'm a female, I guess I can lead being a female over a male. That's not how it works, stupid. There's a reason why the queen bee is more important than the other bees. So currently right now, not the woman in the red dress though, but currently right now, this black feminist over here is trying to make a prescriptive on male human beings on why they're not that important, based off of what this woman is talking about. She's talking about animals. So already this is a low IQ individual.
Call every animal they see a male. And when I tell them that the ferocious army ant soldiers with their giant jaws used to defend the colony are all always female, they seem to not quite believe me. What can we learn from this? What I think we've done is use males in any species as though they're the model system, the norm. But when we do that, we really miss out on a lot of what nature is like. And it's a
And no one does that. So what she's saying right here, what we do, that descriptive isn't true. For human beings, we do that because men are physically stronger, right? But if there's, I believe, the when it comes to lions, the what is it? The lioness, I believe. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know the pronunciation or the correct word for a woman lion. It could be. I don't know. But anyways, when it comes to the woman lion, she has more stamina than the male lion, and she's a little bit more um uh what is it? Agile than the lion, like quicker than the male lion. The male lion is stronger, yeah, but the female lion is usually more quicker, I do believe. But there's some differences when it comes to the animal kingdom, as far as the male and the female. There's some females, like the difference is this: there's no correlation here. Um, but you can be manipulated by someone like this if you have low IQ, because then you'll try to make a correlate to humans, which that's stupid to do. Like the stupid black feminists out here, you don't do that because in the real world, being humans, women are weaker than men. Women have more estrogen than men. They feel more emotions. Women are higher in trait neuroticism. They feel more negative emotions than men. Women have less bone density. Women don't have um, the quick reflexes like men have. Women are just physically weaker than men on all levels, generally speaking. Now, is there one very weak male and one very strong woman that would be stronger than this weak male? Yeah, that's the case, right? Yeah, that's the case. But there's biological differences between men and women, right? Males and females as humans. When it gets to insects and junk like that, well, yeah, it could be like she just brought up a thing about the ants. Certain ants, right? They're the female ants is the one that's protecting the tribe and lifting the heavier things because those female ants, yeah, they are the ones that are procreating. Yeah, I guess they have the womb. I'm not really sure how it works, but they're stronger than the male ants. So yeah, they're going to do that position. But you know what this truly tells us? This truly tells us that gender roles do play a thing, right? Because those female ants, they can give birth, but guess what? They're also stronger than the males. So not only in that ant, whatever type of ant that was, in that ant culture, uh, the women are obligated to protect and obligated to birth the next generation. So this makes gender roles true, even in the insect and animal kingdom. But let's continue on.
problem that actually is part of a much deeper one that has implications for medicine and health and a lot of other aspects of our lives. Insects make us question what's normal and what's natural.
That's where she went wrong at. I knew this. I knew she was a raging feminist too. That's where that chick went wrong, got the chick in a red. Insects make us question of what is natural and what is normal. What? There's no question there of what's natural and what's normal. And if you look at the definition of normal, a lot of things can become, we can say that feminism currently in modernity is normal. Is it natural? No, it's not natural because women, in order for them to have any rights, they have to rely on men. So obviously, it isn't natural because they can't enforce their rights themselves. So they have to rely on the male species to enforce their rights, which would tell you that feminism isn't natural, but currently in modernity, it's normal because men enforce all of women's rights, right? So this woman is dumb, and you can easily be manipulated if you have a low IQ, like this ugly chick right here. Ugh, disgusting. All right, let's go ahead and stop sharing that. And now let's get into well, first, let's look at the super chat, see if we got anything. Come on, man, donate to the podcast. Donate. Let me see if we got Let's see here. Okay, and okay, no chats right now. So let's continue on. All right, let's go ahead and get into the Kevin Gates situation. Brittany Renner and Kevin Gates. Let's see what we got here. Sorry about that. I clicked the wrong one. It went black for a second. All right. Do that. All right, let's see what we got.
We got married April 6th and divorced May 28th.
So you're divorced?
Yes. But there is a 90-day waiting period in Islam where it's basically you have 90 days to see if you're pregnant because then he would be responsible, right? And then also in those 90 days, it's for reconciliation because Allah wants you to stay married. And then during those 90 days, you are not to entertain anybody romantically. So what I will say is that Islam has made my life a lot easier. I think even with this transition and things changing. Right. Honestly, it's I don't think anybody gets married to not stay married. So
okay, I think she's talking about the laws in Islam, the Islam laws. But let's continue on.
I think my biggest thing for me is this is a nice 90-day reset, just focusing on myself and pouring into myself. And what I also will add is that I followed my heart, and that's more than what most people can say in this world. And I have no shame in that. That's why I'm here. BET.
Okay, well, let's give some insight on this, and then I'll continue on. So I'll just read up here what they have on Hollywood Unlocked. So Basketball Wives Los Angeles star Brittany Renner opens up about her relationship with rapper Kevin Gates. Before reportedly starting their romance in 2022. Okay, so they got together in 2022. The duo have had a slow burn, flirting with each other online. Yeah, they had many videos. Brittany Renner and Kevin Gates had many videos where, they flirted with each other in a car and stuff like that and said certain things, and he got with her. So it seems like they've been intimate since 2022. We never even knew that they got married. I wasn't even aware of this, but I guess that was out there that they did get married. Looks like they got married April 6th and already got divorced on May 28th. So they was married for under 2 months. Under 2 months they was married for. Let's continue on.
The awards. As you can see, I'm out here on this blacktop by myself.
Yeah,
We got married.
She said, as you can see, I'm out here on this blacktop by myself, giving some little attitude. You see how she moved her. This is what I'm saying, man. You could try to Brittany Renner. She's one of those type of women where, she's so susceptible to outside influences. It's crazy. She's just an individual that blows in a wind. You don't know where she's going to land sometimes, but wherever she lands, you know that it isn't going to work. Shorty just be blowing in the wind, man. How she got the entire hijab on, I do believe that is called the hijab, covered her hair, covered her clothing, covered everything. But the inside, she can do all of this stuff to change the outside. But the inside, that's the most important part that has to change. And you know that the inside didn't change because look what she said. Here, by myself. She acted ghetto, super ghetto, by myself. Okay, so you may have changed the outside, which you've been doing all the time because you wake up every day and you put on makeup. You wake up every day and you change your clothes. So this is just another outfit for you, Brittany Renner. You haven't really changed the inside. And we know that you haven't changed the inside is because you chose someone like Kevin Gates. Homie just submitted on another video. Let's go ahead and bring this up real quick, and then I'll get back to this one so you guys can see. So I'm going to do a little juggling back and forth for you guys.
In the interview, you said, what'd you say? You say, if your girl was sleeping with somebody else, you were like, yo, or as long as you watch the video or some shit like that. I can't remember what it was. He was like, yo.
On the song Shoot My Shot, like me punching dick in a woman with another man?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Then somebody says,
but it gotta be a man that respect.
See that? So she chose a man that's is a sexual deviant. And the reason why she chose a man that's a sexual deviant on the inside. So this is a man on the inside, he's a sexual deviant, meaning that he wants to watch his woman get plowed by another man. He's Diddy, right? You know, no Diddy. No, he fully like Diddy. The saying of no Diddy for him, Kevin is over there like, no, Diddy all the way. He want to watch other men plow the women that he love, which is crazy, chat. It's crazy. So when we speak about that Brittany Renner, yes, she may have made some changes on the outside, but that's not anything, spectacular. She's always made changes on the outside. She's been doing that all the time, right? So we're speaking about changes on the inside. We know that she didn't change on the inside just by watching this video because she acted real ghetto and ratchet just for those few seconds. But not only that, she accepted a man that on the inside, he's a sexual deviant and he's fighting demons himself. And people tend to accept who they are. I repeat, people tend to accept who they are because we project. If you have immoralities within you as a human being, you're going to accept those same immoral, you're very likely to accept those same immoral things in someone else. So like if you smoke, the probability is extremely high that you'll accept a chick that smokes. You'll be tolerant of that. But if you don't smoke, there's a probability is extremely high that you'll be intolerant of a woman that does smoke. Um, and the list goes on with a lot of do's and don'ts. The do's and don'ts that you have in you, normally people accept those same do's and don'ts that's in the other person, right? Because we tend to get into long-term relationships with one another based off of values. We would say that's how it should be, right? And we would say that that's how normally that's how it goes anyway. Um, as far as just the mating stuff, we tend to get with one another based off of physical attraction and stuff like that. We would have to say since they've been dating since 2022, yeah, it was the physical attraction, but they also liked the values. They accepted the values in one another, and she accepted a sexual deviant. But not only that, who did he accept? He accepted a whore. Brittany Renner is a big 304. Not only just a big 304, a chick that be like preying on young athletes. Oh, young baller, she be going to the to the college games, I mean, she probably at certain high school games waiting for a nigga to see. Like, she probably better than the scouts. Listen, chat. Brittany Renner probably better than the NFL scouts and NBA scouts. She probably tuning into all the high school basketball games, all the high school football games, and all of that, and looking at the niggas of potential. Like, oh yeah, 6'8". Oh, he got a good jump shot. Oh, he's good with the step back. Good probability he can make it to the pros. Let me go ahead and keep an eye out on him. Once homie get into college, I'ma slide in the DM. Oh, he gonna be at dysfunction? Let me make sure I do some type of commentary there at wherever he's gonna be at, so I can push up on him. So she definitely out here. Forget being recruited. No, 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 no. She out here scouting. She's been like that. And matter of fact, there's videos that I can pull of her even proving that she was scouting. So she's a full 304, a sexual deviant, and a woman with no good intentions for any real men out here, for any men, period. So the fact that Kevin Gage chose a chick like that just tells you that what does he have on the inside of him? You get what I'm saying here, chat? So pay attention, man. Pay attention. Let's get on to the next clip within this and let's see what else we unfold here with the whole Brittany Renner and Kevin Gates thing. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, now it says Brittany. Got some people entering the chat. All right, make sure your camera is on. Tonight is debate night. If you want to debate on, topic that we're speaking about here, the things that we're covering, or if you just want to debate on anything that you want, you have any questions, or you see my content and you have any disagreements or different points of view, tonight's your night. Come on over. Come on into No Fugazi Podcast. Click the first link in the YouTube description or click the link that's pinned in the comments. I'll bring you on up. But I see we got like 3 people backstage. No cameras are on. That's weird. Why isn't your camera on? In order for me to bring you up, your camera must be on. All right, let's okay, here we go. So Brittany Renner opens up about Kevin Gates' divorce. You never have any regrets when you just follow your heart. Okay. This is what you call cope. You never have any regrets when you follow your heart. Well, why would I regret it if I followed my heart? You know? Come on now. It's like what are you talking about? Let's see what she says.
We have to ask, don't want to be messy at all. However, what is your relationship like now with Kevin, post-divorce? We did get to see you guys on the carpet together, and then we heard the announcement that you guys are now getting a divorce. What is that relationship like now for you personally also, kind of after the fact?
Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing for me to comment about that because, again, it is what it is. I'm here. I'm alive and well. And I feel like people need to understand that you never have any regrets when you just follow your heart. There's no stone left unturned. You can be at peace with whatever happened. So that's just kind of where I am, Yeah.
I mean, as a person who went through divorce.
Bro, Shorty gave the she spoke to her publicist before she went on this whole red carpet thing. She gave the most media performed answer ever. You never have to regret if you follow your heart. So I don't have any, I don't have any take on, what went happen. It happened. We're divorced and it's cool because I followed my heart. You're a liar. You're coping. She's hurting in the inside. And the thing that I would ask her, these people that do interviews, they're freaking losers. They don't ask the right questions. My question would be, who divorced who? Because then we'll know who fault it was or what was really going on, right? Because if Kevin divorced you, dang, that mean that you definitely ain't changed your ways. If you divorce Kevin, that mean that you ain't changed your. That still mean that you ain't changed your ways because that means that you just chose the wrong nigga, a dude that you don't want, a dude that you can't feel satisfied with. And normally, Chad, when you're a woman like Brittany Renner, when you've experienced lavish life, you experience all the penises there is to experience in the world, all the jokes there is to experience. You experience every nigga, the low niggas, all the way to the superhero niggas, right? Life becomes like vapious to you, like it's foggy to you almost. It's like a gaze, and you're going through life and you're just hopping from one situation to another situation, not really giving anything your all because, or if you are giving it your all, what is your all? Because you've experienced so much. You had so many men take from you, right? So many men in and out of side of your vagina where you really you can't feel satisfied anymore. It's like, well, I compared and contrast so much, I can't even find my ultimate nigga anymore. Because she already had the ultimate nigga, but she lost the ultimate nigga. So it's like, God dang. And the crazy thing is, shout out to Rolo Tomasi. There's probably some dude that she had that fully alpha widowed her. That's Rolo Tomasi's term, where a woman meets uh, she finally gets with the big G and the alpha male, let's say, right? She finally meets the man that outdoes every other man as far as charisma, looks, charm, money, whatever it may be, whatever the woman's preference is, to the highest degree that man met, and he smashed, but he just ain't take you seriously and he left you. And then women try to chase that. They try to chase that high again. They try to get that high. Like, oh, I'll try to go after this guy that maybe meets some metrics and some similarities of the guy that alpha widowed me. But then that guy doesn't measure up. That guy doesn't measure up. That guy doesn't measure up. So they keep dating men, going through more penises, but they can never feel satisfied because they got alpha widowed. So it can be a bit of that too in there. Let's continue on.
Divorce myself, I'm like, there's so many negative connotations that come with it, but a lot of people don't see like, no, maybe they really did need that. So for anybody who is in a situation where they're like, you know what, like I'm stuck in this, or not saying that it's related to your situation, but anybody who's like, I want to get a divorce, but I don't want that negative connotation, what are some words of advice that you would have for them?
It's really simple, actually, because life is quite simple. It is better.
Life ain't simple, you whore. If it was simple, you would have married a man that you'll stay with him forever. You would choose a man and marry a man that you know it will be a forever thing. Marriage isn't to get divorced. I'm not even sure how many times she's been divorced. Or like been married and divorced. Maybe a few times. I'm not really sure. If Chad, if anyone knows, let me know. I didn't do my research on as far as, her past relationship statuses. As far as marriage, I just know a lot of past niggas clap cheeks. That's what I do know. But yeah, like, her answer to that question was stupid.
To be divorced and happy, then
now,
Okay. Oh, to be divorced and happy. So this is okay. So she said she'd rather be divorced to be happy. So she chose her happiness over marriage. And most women, just like I said, bro, chat, she did not change. She's the same woman. This false clothing that she put on, and I say false because she is not a good representation of the hijab and the Muslim community. She does not rep that community good, right? So it's false for her. Now, there are some people that do rep that community very good, and they have a good reputation. And, what's on the outside, it's even better on the inside, meaning that they hold good morals and values on the inside. But this individual, she's a hedonist, right? She's only seeking and chasing pleasure. What is happiness? Pleasure. Happiness is fleeting, it comes and goes. Anybody with any right sense in their mind, they're not chasing happiness, bro. That's just not the way it goes. You're not going to be chasing, oh, yeah, I want to be happy. Only children and dumb women without a father chase happiness. Oh, yeah, let me chase happiness. I want to get this high and this, dopamine hit of feeling happy and feeling joy. So, if this man isn't giving me that, I'm going to go ahead and divorce him and I'm going to go ahead and find happiness somewhere. These women prioritize how they feel rather than, what's real in a relationship. And when you operate like that, seeking pleasure and want to be happy based off of things that are fleeting, it's dumb because you'll never feel satisfied. What you do chase is purpose and duty. So purpose is for a woman, we would say, well, find your purpose. And if we would actually say that you found your purpose as a woman because you've adopted the Islam faith. And in Islam is definitely for, marriage and children. That's their duty to get married to a man, to have children from a good man, and then also raise those children, be a good mother and a father. So we would have to say that you put on the hijab, but you're not representing them good because you're not even following the duties and things that what that culture has. It's just dumb. Very, very dumb. Okay, looks like someone turned on their camera finally. Let me bring them on up. Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. State your name, where you from?
My name is Nico. I'm from Colorado, but I've been everywhere as far as my parents were like military. You know what I mean?
Okay, Nico, and are you here to debate?
Well, I'm here to support your channel, but you got some dumbasses that wanted me to get on, so that's why I'm here.
Okay, cool. You said you got some All right, so you say you support the channel. I appreciate the support, man.
Yes, sir.
Where do you want this conversation to go since you're up here?
Wherever you wanted to go. If you wanted to debate, if you wanted to talk about God, if you wanted to talk about whatever you was talking about, that's all I'm here for.
Okay, so I wasn't in the comments. Let me just check the chat real quick. Okay, so you sent in a $5 super chat. You said, I'll donate since you begged. Love you, Cooley. Don't let random
Yes,
fat
sir.
women
Yes,
tell
sir.
you what to
Yes,
do while
sir.
expecting you to
Yes,
die for
sir.
them. Okay, got it.
Yes, sir.
Don't let random fat women tell you what to
Facts.
do while you said fat, right?
Facts. That is
Oh,
exactly what I said.
oh, that's exactly what you're saying. Facts. Okay,
Yes.
got you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. My bad,
Okay,
my bad.
cool. And within that last sentence, what do you mean? Did I ever allow a random fat woman tell me what to do?
No,
Or
I
you're just
wasn't
saying
talking.
that speaking in
No, no,
general?
yeah, yeah. That was like
Speaking
a
in general.
support. That was, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, got you. Prior from when I reacted to some clip, I'm guessing.
Facts.
Got you,
Facts.
got you. We got Yo Boy Lame says in $2. 304's final form is a so-called religious woman. That's actually funny, Yo Boy Lame.
No
Yo Boy
Fugazee.
Lame, you're normally not funny, but that was probably the funniest thing you said, but I don't even think it's original. Who did you steal this from? Who did you steal it from? A 304's final form is a so-called religious woman. Ah, that's fun. That's a good one. I know you probably stole it from somebody. But anyways, all right, man, since you're up here, if you don't have any things that you want to debate
Yeah,
about or,
yeah.
or
I'll
conversation that you want
let
to
you
speak
go,
about, man.
bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to support. Yeah,
Here to
you know what I'm
support?
saying?
Okay. I appreciate the
Yeah, my
support,
bad.
man. If you
My bad,
change your
my
mind
bad.
and no, you're good, man. If you change your mind and you want to discuss a certain topic or debate something that maybe you have a disagreement on, and you can still
Mm,
support the podcast and disagree. I don't think any man should agree with me 100%. That's a little weird. As men, we're
facts.
naturally non-agreeable. So it's okay to disagree with me and we can have a
Well,
good back and forth
you should
debate.
look at the qualities, right? You should look at the qualities of a good person and not try to completely embody another nigga. You know what I mean? But I feel you.
For sure. Yeah, 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 yeah. You want to
Yeah.
you could take a message, but we're all flawed individuals, so don't ever try to,
Facts.
emulate another
Facts.
man.
Facts. Facts.
With that being said, bro, appreciate the support
Hey,
and
yeah, yeah. Much love, bro. Yeah, you kick me out. I'm a lead, bro. Good
appreciate you, man. Have
shit.
a blessed one,
Keep
man.
doing you, bro.
Appreciate it, man. All right. And we got two other people backstage, but no cameras. Already an hour, 20 minutes into the show. I guess we got a lot of people scared, man. They don't want to put on the cameras. They don't want to come into debate night. They know Cooley has been on a W streak, winning all debates. And we got a debate this Thursday. I'll be debating an individual that was on a whatever podcast, and I think he was on the Jubilee channel as well. But I know he debated Andrew Wilson on a whatever podcast, and he will be debating me this Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my platform. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. All right. Let's see. Let's bring back up this Brittany Renner thing and let's see if that was all she was saying. Okay. See what we got.
We got married April 6th.
Okay, so that was it. All right. Yeah, man, she's just a complete 304. Let's stop sharing that. Shorty is a 304. Yo Boy Liam in here. Let's see where Yo Boy Liam got that from. Yo, what's going on, bro?
What's up, Cooley?
What's going on with you, man? How are you?
I'm all right, you bug-eyed nigga. You, how you doing, man?
This nigga looked like an anteater, but an overweight anteater that ate all the other ants and ate some spiders, and you got the nerve to be talking. And you froze on my screen with that chip in your tooth. Homie got scissor teeth. Homie got scissor teeth. You froze right now, so I'm gonna kill you. This nigga look ugly. I don't know what happened to the stream, but you went out. Yo Boy Lame, You ugly, bruh. All right. Let's bring up some more clips. I guess he was gonna tell me if he came up with that line himself. So when he comes back in, we'll see. All right, he's back in here. Let's see. Yo, boy Lean, what's going on,
Yo,
man?
what's up? It
I
died.
was
I
just
know I lost
calling
my
you, bro.
signal.
I
I
was
don't
just
know,
calling
man.
you.
I know I was cooking
Yo,
you too. What's up, you bug-eyed nigga, you
bro,
boy? What's up,
you
man?
already said that, bro. You already said that. You got to use
Okay, I
another
said,
joke.
okay, you know what? You
Why
know
did you
what?
shave off all? Look, any man. Are you in
Nigga,
the
why you got all
military?
the pubes on your face?
Wait, are you in the military?
I used to be, not anymore.
So if you not in the military, you should not be shaving off your mustache. That's a pedo's facial hairstyle, bro. Only pedos shave off
I don't like having
everything
hair on
and
my
a
face, man.
mustache.
It makes me itch. I don't like it. It makes me
Yeah,
itch, man. It's just
yeah.
like,
Only
I don't
girls
like it.
complain about itching, bro. What? Come on, yo boy
No,
lame. But anyways,
it's like I don't know, man. It just makes me itch, but I don't know for some. That's why I like to cut it off. I like clean face anyway. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's
you
just
look
that's
like
just
you
me,
eat
man.
booty, yo boy lame. Do you eat booty?
Nigga, you look like you eat pubic hair, nigga. Nigga, your eyes big as hell.
That was
You
trash.
can see
That was
you can
trash.
see a nigga's intention from a mile away, nigga.
That was trash, bro. Why your eyebrows stop right here? This
that
nigga
was good.
eyebrows.
That was good. That's a
this
good one.
nigga.
That's a good
This
one.
nigga always look like he curious.
Nigga, you look like you just witnessed something that went pow. That was your
This
eyes
nigga,
looking,
yo
boy.
boy lame, always look like he curious. Curious George looking nigga, bro.
Nigga,
What
your
you
face
talking
look
about?
like you snuck. Nigga, your face look like you stuck on sneeze, nigga. When you're Hachi. Welcome to No Fugazi Podcast. This is Cooley. How you doing today, nigga? That's
That was
you,
trash. That was trash. But listen, let's get
nigga.
to
You
your
trash.
comment.
No, no, you ain't trash. But hey, Cooley, I wanna
Wait, real quick before
I
you
do
go.
have
Listen to me. Listen. So you you sent the super chat.
the final form
Yeah,
of a
where'd you get it from?
304. I got that through Oh, sorry, my bad. Well, I got it just watching a lot of red
Oh,
pill
okay.
content and all that stuff like
Okay.
that. That's it. And then that just got stuck in my
That was a good
mind. So
one. That was a good one. You don't know exactly who you got it from? It was just watching
yeah.
content.
No, I think it just came out. I didn't make it, but I
Oh, okay.
learned it. You know what I mean?
I
I
mean,
just
I'm going to
learned it.
steal it. And I want to know who I'm
Yeah.
stealing it from. If you're not the original source of it, then I can't say it. You're
No,
not the
I'm not. I'm
original?
not the
Yeah,
original
because
source. I'm not the original source, but
it could be a nigga that's my enemy. And I don't want to steal, something but it's good,
hey, man, look, I never watch someone who's my enemy, bro. Look, Abba and Preach. I don't watch those morons. They're my,
and
I
watch
don't
them.
watch those. I'd rather pay you to watch you than
I
watch them for
appreciate
free.
that, man. I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the
You
support,
know,
yo,
I
boy
mean,
Lane.
like I said, you, Fresh and Fit, or Kevin Samuels, rest in peace to him. Other red pill content and all that stuff like that.
Word.
But
Appreciate the support, man. Yo, listen, I'm gonna let you go, bro, but I do appreciate
yeah,
the support. Have a blessed one, homie. Yeah,
yes,
and
sir.
stop shaving off your mustache, man. You out here looking like a peddle, like you touch kids. Peace.
Hey man, stop standing.
Shaving off his, bro. Listen, if you ain't in the military as a man, it's like shaving off the stash. Like you could do it, but it's like it give me booty eating, pedal feeling, pedal touching kids type vibes. Like, why is you now? Some people can get away with it. You're not saying like don't never. Some men, I guess, straight they can barely grow any facial hair or something like that. I guess sometimes you could get away with it, but generally speaking, most men should not be cutting off they stash, bro. It just look weird. Don't get rid of the mustache, right? Now you could cut the beard off, get rid of the Sunni, all of that, the sideburns if you want, but the stash, like, come on, no stash, and especially if it's gay, if you had another man do it. Oh, it's feminine. You got another nigga to one. He cut off you, shaved off everything, and he touched right here. Gay. You let another nigga. And you know when dudes at the barber shop, right? Your barber, when he's doing your regular cut, he just flicking a wrist. He's, cutting hair. Not cut hair, by the way. I cut my own hair and stuff. But he's, flicking a wrist, cutting the hair. But when they give you a shape up, they're focused. So you let another man focus on your mustache by your lip, by the sensitive part. The lips is sensitive. You kiss your woman with those lips. It's sensitive. It has feelings. You let another man focus that close to your lip, homie. You sweet. Keep your mustache. Keep your stash. And I know somebody probably gonna clip that up like, oh, Cooley wilding again, talking about dudes that cut their own hair gay. It's jokes, bro. It's jokes. Yeah, I don't watch reels and stuff where you see a comedic video where the barber is cutting someone's hair, but they're focused on them and looking at them like with some googly eyes, and then the person that's getting their hair cut is like, bro, why you looking at me like that? And the nigga looking at him like, yeah, shaping you up, bro. It's funny, bro. It's funny. It's called jokes. Don't take it to heart. Okay. Oh, we got let's bring up Sig Cap. So you got it. We got a camera on. Welcome to No Fugazee podcast.
What's up?
Welcome back, man. You haven't been here in a minute.
Oh yeah, I've been around, but Sick Cat from Brooklyn. What's going on, man? Yeah, it's
What's
been a
going
minute.
on, man?
You know that lady with that insect thing, she forgot one thing, that modern women move like insects. And the way I see it is sexual cannibalism. Praying mantis do it, black widows do it, scorpions do it, and at sea, octopuses do it. So the way I see it, she forgot to take that part out. You know, taking everything that the man give, reproduction, producing, and just eating them alive. That's the modern woman today. That is the modern woman today. So I think she forgot to say that part.
Okay.
Do you agree on that?
I mean, I guess that's an observation that you're stating, that observation based off a correlation. You're correlating some of the insects' behaviors to how maybe a female would behave, like a human female
Right.
would behave. And you said that one of them is they're male eaters. That's what you're pretty much saying.
Yeah, after they produce, they
After
eat
they
them.
produce, they eat them. Okay.
Yeah. So in other words, the modern woman,
Expound on
she
your point
wants the
more. Okay,
six
go ahead.
figures.
Yep.
She wants the six figures. She wants the six pack abs. She wants the 6 feet
Okay.
tall. She wants the money. She wants everything, and it doesn't matter if she's sexually attracted to the man, as long as he could produce, the currency and all that stuff. She will just take that man as he is, even if he doesn't have any sexual attraction to her. She would just
I
do
see
it
what you're saying.
just to be providing and protecting, and then mess up the marriage. That happens too.
Yeah. That's what I
They
would
do
say.
it.
A
They don't.
correlation would be if, insects mate with the female insects, mate with the male insects. And then after that,
Right.
they eat the male insects after they're done mating with them. A correlation to that's similar to that behavior would be women that marry men, but marry men for the
Mhm.
wrong reasons. Uh, Marry them for
Right.
the opportunity of resources and stuff like that. Purely off of that, um, and not off
Right.
of genuine love and stuff. And then they divorce the man and take half. I would say that, well, that's a similar correlation. So yeah. But okay, man.
Yeah.
Any topics that you want to debate on, or you just wanted to come in and give some insight on that particular clip?
Well, a hypothetical question I was going to ask you. Like, if we talking about modern time, but let's go past modern. Now, let's not go to the past. Let's go into the future. Revelation. Um, Let me ask you something. If you was going to take the chip, would you accept the chip? The mark of the beast, in those times? It's just a hypothetical question. Like, just to say, if you was in that time, would you accept the
Like
chip?
future?
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah, future. Like,
no.
hmm? You wouldn't
COVID
do it.
shot.
What's the
That's the
reasons why
COVID
you
shot.
wouldn't?
So did you get the
No, I mean
COVID
like
vaccine?
the rec.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
So correlation to the biblical scripture of Revelations would be the mark of the beast. That's when, okay, you got to go ahead and get this mark on you. So da 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 da. As far as with what we experienced in modernity just a few years ago, back in 2020 and 2021, where everyone was, the government was pushing out the vaccines worldwide governments was pushing out vaccines for COVID-19.
Mhm.
Um, a lot of people got that vaccine so they can keep their job. A lot of people got that vaccine because they were indoctrinated and they truly believe that, oh, this is going to save me. A lot of people,
Mhm.
went ahead and got that mark of the beast, let's say, due to a lot of propaganda and indoctrinate and false indoctrination. So, I would say that I
But
didn't get the shot, you didn't get the shot, so we would probably be individuals that wouldn't get the mark of the beast in the future, but wouldn't get that mark.
but
Yeah,
in the future, the laws will be very immoral. In other words, if you don't take the mark of the beast, you can't buy a house, you can't buy food, um, you can't feed your kids. You know, when your kid's belly is rumbling and the laws are immoral, and you have to make a choice because you see their sorrow faces looking at you crying, and you got to make that choice. There's a lot of people that's gonna have to make a choice when immoral laws come. So that's why I asked you that. If you say that you won't take the mark of the beast, but the laws are immoral, more laws are immoral. Now, if you take it specifically, get married, the laws are immoral also. We had this discussion the last time I
correct.
was on there. You're right, right. So the laws are immoral, and I did say the laws were immoral, and it was established in 1975 to this day. I did bring those immoral laws up, like getting uh, taking half and putting you through prison and a whole bunch of things, taking your license away. All those things have been there
Okay.
since 1975. The Child Act and stuff like that. So these laws been here. So my thing is that how can I believe you if you feel like the laws are immoral and you say you want to take the chip? Would you go through that suffering? Because right now you say you won't do it, but I want to know what's the reason why you won't do it. Is it your faith that you won't do it? Would you go through the suffering?
Yeah, man. There's a lot of things that I wouldn't do based off of just things in me that I wouldn't do. We can say that, it's faith. We can say that um, I'm built different, right? I don't cuss or smoke or drink, so I don't. There's, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm a saint. I do sin.
No, no,
I'm a
we all
flawed
not
man. I'm not
saints.
perfect at all. Definitely have many flaws, but there's certain things about me that I just don't tolerate. So, don't know. Like,
Mhm.
this is all hypothetically in the chat. Some people probably is like, wait, where's this conversation going? Sid Cap is currently speaking
Well,
about revelations in the end times of where the world would be in a much more fallen state than we are now, and it will be like one world government, one world order. And this is also off of some shows that you watch too, because a lot of this isn't truly necessarily spoken about in the Bible specifically. But I know that there's been many stories about this and many movies and books written on what they think would happen during the end times. But yeah, you're essentially saying, "Yo, would you take the chip? Would you get the mark of the beast?" And my answer is no. You're saying that, well, I don't really know if you would. That's what you're asking me. Like, you don't know if I would.
yeah, because you gave me an example of you asked me if I took the COVID virus and the vaccine. I
Yeah.
said no, and you said okay, well you're on the same page as me. I wouldn't take it regardless. But then I said to myself, I asked you what's the reason. You said well not the COVID vaccine, but Revelation time with the mark of the beast. You say you won't take it, knowing that you're going to suffer, knowing you're going to have to be underground, and you're not going to be in society because you're not going to be you know society is not going to
Yeah.
take you
So,
anymore because you're
yeah,
not
man.
with
So, I
society
mean,
anymore.
just off the bat. So, there's many things, many people. Let me just give you some insight in the audience as well.
Mhm.
My platform got big really fast, right? Just in under 2 years, it grew. Well, in 2 years, it grew to be 300,000 subscribers. Went through a lot of fake news. People tried to expose false information. I weathered that storm, hardly lost any subscribers, and I'm still just as good as I was then, and actually doing even better. New studio, etc. Right? So this type of content people want to try to destroy. And when you do this type of content, it'd be very hard for me to get a regular job again, right? So, one, no, doing this type of content, if you're smart, you got to know that, well, if you start speaking this truth about male and female intersexual dynamics, if you start speaking this truth about politics, etc., then there's a high probability since corporate is like basically almost fully owned by the liberals and the left, the Democrats, it's going to be very hard for me to get a corporate job again. So already with me doing this type of me choosing this career field to get into, um, it's like okay, I'm already willing to not take the mark of the beast, right? I'm already willing to not get the COVID
Okay.
shot. So whatever doubts you may have about Cooley and what I stand for is that I stand 10 toes down on the things that I
Oh,
believe in. And I'm
I
not
got
I'm
you.
not no dude that's willing to, you know, uh change my ways or switch up based off of some hard times. No, I'm gonna go ahead and weather any hard times that come. I've already been weathering them and getting
Right.
through them. So yeah, man. To
So
answer your question,
if I had if I had said I took the COVID
I
vaccine,
would be like
would you
this.
feel more
I
that I
would
would
say
have?
that if you took the COVID vaccine,
Mhm,
you're susceptible. Susceptible means that easily influenced, right? Susceptible to outside influences.
mhm.
I would ask you why you took it. And two reasons, there's
Okay.
only two reasons. It only can be three reasons why you took it. First reason, you were indoctrinated, meaning that you believed what you seen on the media. The second reason is maybe you didn't believe what you seen on the media, but uh, you were threatened by your job, meaning that your company said, hey, you need to take this vaccine or you're going to lose your job. So
Mhm,
then you are like, I don't want to lose my job. I got a family to take care of. Let me go ahead and take the vaccine. That's
mhm.
another second reason why you can take it. The third reason why you can take the
Right.
vaccine, which is still some indoctrination in there, well, really is, I would say
Mhm.
that if you
Or
I,
fear, or
well, that
fear.
would be number one, indoctrination, because that's what media did. They try to instill
Right.
fear into the masses. The third reason would be is if you actually fit the description of being uh, like you could be a victim to COVID, meaning like if you were super obese or you had some health or heart condition or some type of condition where it's like it will probably benefit you if you did take the vaccine, then it's like, okay, you get what I'm saying? So those are the only reasons
Mhm,
why someone would do it. Like if you're super old, senior citizen, you got some underlying health conditions, okay, that's there. But it
mhm.
seems like the vaccine was
Immune
giving a
system
lot
is
of
weak and
people
stuff like that.
some health conditions after they took it.
But
So yeah. Yo, you chopping
so
up, you freezing,
can you
man.
hear me?
Yep, I can hear you, bro. But
Can you
listen,
can
man,
you
I
hear
want to
me?
get some more people up here. Good conversation, brother. Have a
Okay.
blessed one. Want to get some more people up in here. We got
Say it again.
okay. All right, so a lot of people join right
So
now.
my
Yo, camera's on. You got to turn on your
hello.
camera on, or I'm not going to bring you up. We got four other people backstage. Cameras
So
have to be
my
on,
point is that
and two people just came in, so cameras on, and I'll bring you on up. Good conversation.
okay. So
With Sig
but
Cap.
I
We
want to
got
ask
Yo
you a
Boy
question.
Lane. He sends
It's a
some five
debate.
dollars.
It's a
That's
debate.
you, Cooley. When you be given ninjas oogly
Hello.
eyes, when you shave their beard, you also look like an Old Testament demon. Jokes be lame. Oh, he said, correction. You be given ninjas oogly eyes when you shave their beard. Wait, what? I don't shave nobody beard, bro. What you talking about? This guy funny. Well, actually, not funny. That. It's so trash that it's silly. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's pull up some more clips. Let's get to the next thing that we're reacting to because we got some people in here that ain't willing to turn on their camera. So we're gonna react to some more stuff for y'all. I got y'all in here, chat. But let's get the likes up, man. We got a lot of people in here, but only hundreds of people in here, but only 92 likes. What is this? Get the likes up, man. All right, cool. All right, let's see what we got here. We got and you know what? Who's going live right now? So I think I have the capabilities to hop in other people's live stream too. Let me see who live right now. Who's live? I'll check on that later. All right, let's get to the next clip. Oh, Ray J situation. Okay. So we're gonna react to the Ray J clip right now with him lying on his meat about Sexy Red. Right before we get to the Ray J clip, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. So just chill out for 2 minutes. All right, I came back faster than 2 minutes. So I came back faster. All right, let's see what overlays we got. Nah, that overlay trash. What's this? Mic check. Oh, I got a mic check one? That's dope. So when I'm doing my mic check, I could do that. I just upgraded some stuff on Restream. What's this? Thank you for watching, gay. Be right back. Oh, I got that one too. So I could have did that one and I could have did. Okay, so I could have did this one and went to the bathroom. All right. What's this? I got the breaking news jump off. Can I change this? What can I do with this breaking news? Let's see if I could do this. No, I can't do nothing there. All right, that breaking news up there is trash. It ain't that bad though. What? You got that. All right, I don't want anything. Okay, get rid of that. All right, let's get into this next reaction, the Ray J clip. See what we got here. All right, here we go.
I slept with Sexy Red, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. You can clip that all you want to, nigga. Empty the clip, nigga. Talking about I party with Sexy Red, nigga. I slept with Sexy Red, nigga. Ask her. That's on the dead homies, nigga. I slept with her, nigga.
Okay, so now he's making the distinction of him sleeping with her. He said, you talking about I partied with her. Man, I slept with her. So this would insinuate that, no, you just didn't. He's not saying that they slept together as friends. He's saying that like he slept with her. He smashed Sexy Red. We would say this is what he's saying, and this is how he's saying it. And we would say that this is what he's saying because he made the distinction like, no, I didn't just party with her. I slept with her, right? So that's that distinction there that he's saying that he actually had sex with her, even though he didn't use those words. But that's what we would have to say. Let's continue on.
Yeah, my name got mentioned in the Diddy trial. What, you thought it wasn't? Nigga? Of course it did, nigga. What, you thought I wasn't that nigga? You thought I wasn't gonna be in there?
Seems like Ray J, he always, Ray J is one of those individuals where, if we're being honest, he blows in the wind too. He's a blowing in the wind type of individual, meaning that, we don't know, where he's gonna land and what he's gonna say next, or but what we do know, he's gonna try to play the field and he's gonna go wherever the money goes. So he did an interview with the dude Jason from Hollywood Unlocked, uh, that owns Hollywood Unlocked, and he's, Ray J claims that he's all for LGBTQ and all for not even just LGBTQ, but all for the transgender movement. He also did an interview with Candace Owens that I seen, that he was like, if a woman say that, if a man says he's a woman, then she's a woman. So he's all for wherever the money is going, wherever he can get some type of cash, he'll go ahead and do it. Wherever he can get some type of cash, he will go ahead and do it. So he's just one of those type of individuals. Definitely, like, low IQ. Definitely has some type of drug addiction. We can see the way his eyes is real red and they're low. We know he had those Ray, not Ray Bans, but those headphones that was Ray something. He was selling those. It looks like he got that from a Chinese market and just resold it over here or something like that. Got this bike before that he was selling. Looks like he got it from the Chinese market and then reselling it over here. No hate on that. Go ahead out there and get your coins. Go ahead out there and get your bread. I'm not against the whole, reselling and stuff from the Chinese market. Them niggas over there making everything fast anyway. They got all the corporate, all the let's say material and facilities over there to create many products. So he was just over there using those facilities, right? So, but I say all of that to say, he's not 10 toes down on anything, right? He's not. Ray J isn't 10 toes down. He has no, true core values. He doesn't have any true core, do's and don'ts, right? Like, he's just a guy that's, if it makes sense, like for the money, then that's where I'm going. So, for an individual like him to lie on his meat and say that he slept with Sexy Red, when I'm going to play some clips where he didn't, it makes sense because he's a slippery, slimy snake anyway, meaning that, he'll say and do whatever to try to get some money or to get some clout to make himself seem relevant. But as far as him being Ray J, famous, I doubt he lacks any options. So he's not doing it because he's not lying on his meat because he lack options, because he don't get any girls, so he wants to seem cool, right? He's not lying on his meat because he wants to seem cool. Rather, he would lie on his meat because it's like, how can I get some clout so I can get some coins? That's what he be doing it for. So really not to seem cool, but to get some money. But let's play some more clips. What's this one right here? So this was the clip with him saying that he slept with Sexy Red. And I'm not a fan of Sexy Red at all. At all. What? Music is trash. I don't like her music. Um, uh, she's not attractive to me at all. To any man in their right mind, I don't see how you could think that this thing right here is attractive. But at the end of the day, some guys do. So yeah, I'm not defending Sexy Red in this situation, but what I'm doing is giving a critique and putting out the truth on why people behave the way they behave sometimes. So first, in this clip, he just admitted that he slept with Sexy Red. And I pointed out that he even made a distinction between him going to a party and him sleeping with her. Nigga, you talking about I went to a party with her, I slept with her. Insinuating that he had sex with her. Never used the word sex though, but he's insinuating that he had sex with her. Now we're going to get to his apology and let's see what exactly he said and why he did it.
So first and foremost, I want to apologize to Sexy Red because Sexy Red is one of my favorite artists. And Sexy Red and I was on a plane and we were both flying somewhere. We randomly saw each other. She was sitting by me. She had her space. I had my space. She had her own blanket, her own pillow. I had my own blanket and my own pillow. And we had a long flight. And we both were tired, you know what I'm saying? So we went to sleep.
And this is called female behavior. A man that lies on his meat, that's not anything masculine, bro. That's very feminine. The fact that, and females do this, meaning that they'll tell a little bit of truth, but then the rest will be lies. So, what you're witnessing here from Ray J, he did sleep with her on a plane, he's admitting. Oh, yeah. She had her own blanket. I had my own blanket. We were in on the plane together. She fell asleep and I fell asleep. But then he'll take the truth and twist the truth to make it seem that he had sex with her. This is what women do. I had a chick on my podcast that said that I bought her Five Guys. I still bring this up because the clip went viral on Facebook. And she tried to swing at me and stuff after she lost the debate or whatever. She says that I bought her Five Guys. The truth is that I had Five Guys when I entered my studio, and Ease and Dan was like, "Come on, bro, you ain't get me no Five Guys." And some of the girls was like, "Oh, I'm hungry," and I went into the kitchen and I ate my Five Guys alone. I believe Steve was actually in the kitchen with me while I was grubbing, gave him a couple fries or something. Then on a podcast, when she's losing the debate and I got the girl looking crazy, she insinuates that, oh, you tried to make a pass at me and you bought me Five Guys. The truth is that I did have Five Guys, but everything else was a lie. This is what females do. They try to make themselves look cool in some type of weird way, right? And Ray J adopted the same feminine behavior, the same feminine trait, meaning that the truth is you were on a plane with Sexy Red and you fell asleep and she fell asleep and y'all wasn't having sex and not even sleeping together in the same situation. But you make a lie and say that you slept with her to insinuate that you had sex with her so you can look. I don't even think you did it to look cool, but I think you did it for clout. You did it for clout and possibly to look cool. But if anything, that would only display your own insecurities because you're already a celebrity, bro. You're Ray J. Understand your value. You don't have to say silly little things like this to look cool to try to get a little bit of clout. You don't have to do these things. You hit it first, bro. You hit it first. You smash Kim K. God dang, why are you out here still chasing clout? Like, come on, bro. You Ray J. Understand who you are, bro. You should not be operating like a female, like a young female right now, a young delusional female when you gotta be 40 years old. You know, I'm 36, so Ray J gotta be at least homie look young. Homie look young. I got a brother. My brother Mike looks just like Ray J. Crazy, bro. Them niggas look almost like twins. And my brother Mike, homie probably look younger than me. He looks super young. But crazy that homie look crazy young, but Ray J, you got to be at least 40 to like 45. Like, you got to be at least 40 to 45, bro. Because when your sister was doing that one TV show, Moesha, um, and you were on that show, I was super young, and you had to be like at least 4 to 6 years older than me on that show anyway. So, but anyways, this is Ray J apologizing. Let's continue on and see what else he says.
Just like we would sleep with anybody else that was sitting next to us on the plane. I went out of control, and I said that I slept with Sexy Red, and that's insensitive, and it's not okay, and it's trolling at the highest level. And I want to say,
yeah, people always use that excuse when they do something dumb or they get caught in some lie, like, "Oh, bro, I was just trolling." Nah, man, trolling, like you're trolling. I don't think I've ever used the word "I'm trolling." Oh, I'm just trolling right now. I don't maybe joking around on the stream or not on stream, but I don't think I ever used it. I'm like 99% sure. It could be one little case where I may have said trolling or I'm trolling. Um Could be one situation, but normally I don't use I'm trolling because I'm trolling this for these young generation kids that say, "Oh, I'm just trolling. I'm a troll on the internet. I'm doing, I'm just playing games." If anything, I'm like, I'm just playing, but I'm just trolling. It's like, you want to like you do that when people get caught and then try to say try to use the excuse I'm just trolling because they don't want to take accountability from what made them look stupid right now, or why they look stupid right now, or why they did the things that they did or said the things that they said. So they say, well, I'm just trolling. Because normally you was about to look stupid, so you don't want to look stupid. So you say I'm trolling to try to cover up your bad doings or something like that. So the fact that he's saying I'm trolling it's a lie, bro. You did it because you wanted some clout, or you did it because mentally you don't understand your value. And that's let's continue on.
Sexy Red, my bad. I hope this gets out there and this gets clipped and this gets shown, because even though if I said it later on the stream, that didn't get clipped. All they heard was what I said.
Okay, fair enough. And the only reason why he's doing this type of, response is because he got a lot of pushback from left-wing media. He got a lot of pushback from left-wing media, right? And then also Sexy Red probably hitting him up, which I got some DMs or something like I do have another clip with some DMs that I'm going to show you right now. So I think that he's only doing this because he got some pushback. If he ain't get no pushback from the media and no one really paid him any attention, he wouldn't even be like, my bad. He wouldn't even do it. All right, Fat Boy SSE calls out Ray J after claiming he slept with Sexy Red. I don't want to hear his response. He just saying that he don't like. I'll give y'all a little bit of it.
Talk, and I'm gonna tell y'all straightforward. Ray J is in the same boat as the Knicks. It's fuck him too. Like, you're a capper, my nigga. Straight capper.
Yeah, so like I said, he getting some pushback from hip hop community, or left wing media or stuff like that. So he wanted to make his little apology.
I slept with Sexy Red, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga.
All right, so I guess here's the DMs. This is from Sexy Red. So this is the clip. So this what you doing, playing with people name on the internet? Ray J responds back and says, I said right after we slept on the plane together, I'm playing, I'm always trolling, and I love you. I'll make it clear right now on my main page. Sorry if you mad at me. I'll make it right now. She says that's not cool. Okay, so it could have been within that same small clip, because this does happen within that same small clip. Someone can be playing around, but certain things you don't play with. Like, as a man, why are you saying that you slept with someone when you really didn't sleep with her? That's kind of weird, right? Certain guys do that, but they're lame, and certain girls even do that, insinuate that they slept with someone to try to seem cool, but they really didn't. Come on now, why are you doing that? So it could have been where he went ahead and made that clip. Well, that part was clipped up, and then it got a lot of media attention. But then minutes after that, he was like, yeah, I'm just playing. I ain't really sleep with her, like have sex with her. I was just saying that I slept with her. Either way, bro, the reason why you said it, I think because you got some mental struggles with drugs. You got some problems right now with drugs. Your eyes was extremely low in that clip. They were red. You were slowing your words and talking very slow. So either way, bro, it's an L. It's an L on your part, Ray J. All right, so that's what we got for that clip. Stop sharing that. See what we got on. Get the likes up, chat. Let's see where the likes at actually. Let's see what. Let me refresh. Hold up. Let me refresh. Likes can't be. Don't tell me. I'm gonna have to end the stream early if y'all don't get the likes up. Let's see. Okay, we got 111 likes. Okay, I did get the likes up a little bit. All right, that's good. Let's see what else we got here. Sounds like a drunk person. Okay, yeah, homie was probably drunk, man. We got Yo Boy Lame. Gay J is B Ninja, man. He went to Fresh and Fit podcast 45 minutes late and came in drunk. Typical section 8 behavior. Unsexy red looks like trans. Okay, say Ray J. Oh, Ray J went on Fresh and Fit podcast and showed up 45 minutes late and came in drunk. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I didn't even know that. Fresh and Fit, they do have they be having a lot of celebrities on, though. That's dope. Shout out to them. Okay, what else we got in here? I think that was it for the super chats. Uh okay, all right, man. No debates tonight. Okay, we got y'all really that scared of Cooley today. Still got two people in here, no cameras on. What are you just watching the stream with in here? That's kind of weird, but okay. All right, let's see what other clips we got then from the membership side. Let's see. Okay, let's get into this one here. Okay, it says Oxford student refutes Christianity in 2 minutes. So this is Alex O'Connor. If anyone doesn't know Alex O'Connor, and this is, I believe, I seen him do a podcast with Jordan Peterson. But yeah, that's what I seen he do. Yo boy Lane, man, I see you backstage. You came in again, but I'm about to react to this clip. Message me in private chat if you got a message. The private chat, I'm gonna message you right now. Yo. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get into this clip.
Seems like if the serpent is lying and is evil and is the devil, then Eve is somehow deceived here. She's deceived by a half-truth. She's fooled into eating the fruit. And when she does so, not only is she punished for something which she was fooled into doing, but now her descendants are also punished for a crime that they did not commit, but rather one of their ancestors committed, and arguably didn't do so knowingly. Not only...
Okay, so right off the bat, and I'm sorry, I'm going to go ahead and, chop it up a little bit and give you a rebuttal as the clip plays on, because he said something there. He went ahead and said, though Eve went ahead and was deceived by the serpent, and since she was deceived, she's going to experience consequences because she was deceived. So currently what he's doing, he's positioning his refute around Christianity, because once again, this is Oxford student refutes Christianity in 2 minutes, but his presupposition is totally wrong. The reason why his presupposition is what he presupposes why Eve was, influenced by the serpent and manipulated by the serpent, and why she is receiving consequences. His reasoning for it is wrong. And I'm going to explain to you why it's wrong. But that's what I heard already just right off the few 10 seconds of hearing it.
Only that, but because she's eaten of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, this implies that before she ate of the tree, she didn't have a knowledge of good and evil. So if she's being punished for doing something evil and bad...
So he's saying here, she's being punished for doing something bad, but she wasn't aware of the knowledge of good and evil, right? Well, once again, this is caused, manipulation happens when you focus on the effects, instead of going to the root of things. The root of it is God told them not to eat from the garden. And truthfully, God told, I believe, Adam not to eat from the garden, and then Adam told Eve not to eat from the garden. I believe that was the situation. But however you want to, read the biblical scripture, God told them not to eat from the tree. Don't eat from that tree. Don't eat from that garden. She chose to disobey God. That's why. That's the reason why. So her disobedience, her being disobedient to God, is why she experienced the consequences that she experienced, and we're all experiencing the consequences from Eve biting the apple, right? So it's not because she was deceived, it's because she was disobedient. Because you can be deceived, but still be obedient. You can be like, oh, wow, there's knowledge of good and evil. So you're telling me that I should eat from the tree? Okay. And you can really be influenced like, oh, well, I guess that it's not bad to eat from the tree. I guess I can do it. You can think that you can do it. But then you can be obedient. Well, God told me not to eat from the tree, so I'm not going to eat from it. Now, I know I can do something, but that doesn't mean that I will do it. You see? Here, what Alex O'Connor tried to do, he tried to extract all of the accountability away from the woman, right? He's a simp mind. He tried to take all of the accountability away from the woman. No, the woman has to be accountable because God gave instructions not to eat from that garden, and she still ate from that. She still not to eat from that tree, and she still ate from that tree, right? You could be deceived, but you can still be obedient. That can be two truths at the same time. She could actually be deceived, like, oh, okay, well, now I know that I can eat from the tree. But she can still be obedient and say, I won't eat from the tree because God told me not to. I know that I can. We can do a lot of things, free will. But God told me not to, so I'm not. Right? So already he's positioning his argument. That's what I said. I don't agree with Alex O'Connor's presupposition, because he's positioning his argument to say that how is it even fair to Eve? Right? And I bet he'll say that. Let's continue. How is it even fair? Like, God is pretty much making her do this. Why did God put the tree there and then give her consequences and then allow her to be deceived by a serpent? Like, why did all of this happen? He's an idiot. He's dumb. And this, a lot of people follow Alex O'Connor. There could be some things that he says that's pretty based and smart in some aspects, and maybe smart in a way of, critiquing things. But really, is it smart? Because if you're wrong, then you're not smart. It's like Destiny. People say, oh, Destiny is a good debater. I've never thought that Destiny was a good debater because he's wrong. Destiny be like, oh yeah, it's okay to for women to be promiscuous and this to happen, and men should be docile, and women like men that aren't leaders. And you're wrong. I don't care how great your argument is, you are still wrong. So if you're wrong, you're dumb. Put it like this. This is actually, who's smart and who's not smart. If you're right, even if you can't put up a great argument, even if you can't articulate yourself that well, but if you make the right decision and someone makes the wrong decision, and the wrong decision that they make, they experience all of these bad consequences and they are suffering mentally and physically because of the wrong decisions that they made. But you've made the right decisions and you're not experiencing those negative consequences that these other people are experiencing due to their wrong decisions because you are right. You have to be smarter. Like, things are very, like, here on No Fugazee podcast, it ain't that complicated, bro. Yeah, there's some nuance into things, but truthfully, it's just black and white, right, wrong, up, down, left, right. It's basically what it is, right? Right or wrong. Like, I don't care how smart you are, how smart they say you are, you have this degree. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Look at Anthony Fauci. Fauci wrong on a COVID vaccine, wrong on his what he was prescribing as far as 6 feet distancing and all of this stuff with the whole COVID. All of them doctors, right? Doctors, they got degrees. All of these things, their prescriptions on stuff, as far as with COVID, they were all wrong. So are they really that smart? Who's smarter? The people that told you, man, this is nonsense. Distancing 6 feet for what? Wearing this mask mandates. Literally, you walk into a restaurant with your mask on. You sit down at a table, you take your mask off to eat. Everyone at their tables have their mask off. Everyone's eating with their mask off. When you get up from the table to go to the bathroom, you put your mask on. How much sense does that make? If you if you were against that, you were smarter than the people that was like just robotic. Okay, you told me to do this, I will do this. And then those people probably even tried to reason with it. Well, listen, the reason why you keep the 6 feet distance and you walk into a restaurant or a place of business or something like that with the mask on, but when you're sitting down, you take the mask off while you're eating, and everyone has their mask off. The reason why is because the when you're speaking, it's more likely to get on the people. The spit particles is more likely to get on the people that's by you. So if you get up and you're walking past them without a mask on, spit particles can get on them too, or the air that you're breathing out can get on and it can affect them. That's their reasoning behind it. Stupid. They're dumb. That's why they chose to keep the mask on. They're idiots. When COVID was happening, bro, mask off. A future mask off. Like, this point, this is dumb. Why are you telling me to do this? You just use simple reasoning skills and logic skills to be like, 1 + 1 don't equal 2 here. This equal -5. What y'all telling me to do? This is stupid. Let's continue on.
Then it seems incongruous that she would be punished for doing something evil and bad before she had a knowledge of what was evil and bad, because she hadn't eaten of the fruit yet. So again, it seems unfair to punish.
Like I said, chat, I've never reviewed this clip. This is something from the members. He just said that it seems unfair that God would put the tree there and tell them not to eat it, but then also allow the serpent to deceive them. And because she was deceived, now she experiences bad consequences and all of mankind experience bad consequences. That isn't fair. And like I told you, Alex O'Connor has low IQ because he didn't learn this one tactic, this one thing that keeps me sharp here on No Fugazee podcast, even in my debates. And I don't claim to be the most articulate person. I don't claim to be the most historical, knowledgeable person. I don't claim to be a biblical scholar. I don't claim to be any of these things. But what I do know is manipulation happens when you focus on the effects instead of getting to the root. So when I hear information, the reason why I stop the video so fast while I'm doing this is because I'll hear something and I know they're not speaking about the cause of things. I know that they're speaking about the effects. So I know that they was trying to manipulate me and to manipulate you. Once again, I'll say it again concisely. The reason why Eve experienced consequences is because Eve did not obey God. God gave her commands, do not eat from that tree. She ate from the tree, so she experienced negative consequences, right? Doesn't matter if you're being deceived. We can grant it and say that she was deceived. She can still obey God and be deceived at the same time. Oh, now she knows that she can eat from the tree. But will you eat from the tree? Do you have to eat from the tree? You know that you can, right? You know that it's the knowledge of good and evil if you eat from it. But will you? What did God say? Don't. So should you? No, you shouldn't. You should be obedient. So you can be both at the same time. You can be both at the same time. And if anyone says that you can't, you're dumb. So you can really think that, oh, I thought I couldn't do something, but now I know that I can. I thought, oh, now it's more information that if I eat it, it's the knowledge of good and evil if I eat it. Oh, wow, this is cool. I can do this. Wait, God told me not to do it. So now that means that you have a choice. And Eve made the wrong choice. She chose to disobey God instead of being obedient to God. This is why she experienced the negative consequences. So this Oxford student refutes Christianity in 2 minutes. No, you got a nigga with no degree that defeated this illogical dude in 2 minutes. Stupid, stupid. Tricks are for kids. You ain't tricking me.
Punish her for doing something that she can't have known was bad. The third question I would raise is why the serpent is there in the first place. If the serpent is this evil creature that's sort of crawling around Eden, why is the serpent in paradise in the first place? Why would God place him there? Why would God allow the serpent to be there? Fourthly...
Okay, dumb question. Why would God allow the serpent to be there? At the end of the day, it don't matter because Adam and Eve, their experience in paradise, right? They never felt any sadness. They never felt any pain. They never felt any shame. They never felt any unhappiness. It was only joy, happiness, and peace and love. That's all they felt. That's all they experienced, right? So it doesn't matter what's placed in the garden or what's there because your experiences isn't of that. So you can have a serpent there that could be they can be having a bad experience in life, but your experiences are all good. Not only that, you was giving one command, and that was to not eat from that tree. But you did. And you disobeyed that. You disobeyed that one command. So this is why you experienced those negative consequences. And the reason why he has that dumb question is because his first question was dumb. Because he's still thinking about effects, you nerd, you dork, from Oxford. Where the freak is Oxford at? And another, I think that's in the UK or something like that. Who knows? But I don't got any degree. But you need to learn a little bit, bro. The freak is this guy talking about? Dork. Well, why would God place the serpent in paradise? It doesn't matter if he did. Think about it. If you're a father and you have children, you tell your children do's and don'ts, right? And the do's and don'ts that you tell your children is for good reason. Now, when you tell your children stuff, the why actually doesn't matter. You can give the why. And I think that in this day and age, you need to give the why because of so many things that's trying to pull your children away from you, like LGBTQ and feminism and the woke mindset. So you need to give your kids some understanding. But that's not that wasn't how it was then. Back then they lived in paradise. They ain't feel no pain, no shame, no guilt, no nothing, right? Great life. So it doesn't matter if you put a serpent there. God gave some orders. Be obedient, follow God's orders. Because the serpent or not, you still are experiencing happiness, peace, and a beautiful life. Like, come on now, it's crazy.
It's unclear what exactly is inaugurated by this event. We're told that original sin enters the world in this event. However, there must have already been something like a proneness to sinning with Adam and Eve, because at the very first opportunity they were given, they fell for it. And it can't be that sin entered the world through sin. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's where he gets it wrong again. No, if you read the Bible, sin was here before before God created. Sin was in heaven. What you talking about? The angels, Lucifer, he disobeyed God. You get what I'm saying? So what the freak are you talking about? Yeah, that's just I guess he really doesn't have any understanding of the biblical scriptures like that. So once again, he's always going to effects because he doesn't understand. He's not even trying to look for like the cause of things. He's actually only looking at looking at the effects of things.
You have to sin to bring it about. So there was already sin and already a propensity to sin. There was already evil because the serpent's in the garden. And it's implied that there was already suffering in the Garden of Eden because God punishes Eve by greatly increasing her pains in childbirth. So it's unclear to me.
Well, no, suffering, there wasn't any suffering. There wasn't any suffering. So as far as that type of suffering, the suffering that we feel today, no, it wasn't that, buddy. But once again, this is still him insinuating that it's unfair because God put them in a place where it's unfair. No, God actually put them in a place where everything, they just, one job, nigga, don't eat from that tree. Don't eat from that garden, you good. Don't bite the apple and you good. Everything else, your life is perfect. Anything that you think about or imagine comes true. You don't have to worry about money or working and stuff like that. You just live a great, peaceful life and it's, peaches and cream all day. And Shorty chose to listen to the serpent rather than to listen to God and listen to Adam, her man. So that's why she experienced the consequences, bro. It's not because it's not fair. The way he's looking at fear is like, that will mean that we're robots then. The way he's viewing fear is that, well, God should have constructed things where there's no way for a serpent to be there. There's no way for any God should have blocked out all the negative influences and did all of this. So God should have protected Eve and Adam from all of this. That's what he's saying. Well, then how would God know that Adam and Eve truly loved him if he's the one that's pretty much giving them no choice but to love him because there's not any other option to love him? Right? That means that Adam and Eve would have been robots and it would have been no free will. So with that being said, no, God allowed the crazy stuff to happen because guess what? I'm going to give you an order. The world is, there's always going to be a serpent to try to influence you. But I know that you love me if you obey me. And when you obey God, guess what? All of those negative consequences, you won't be experiencing all of those negative and we're speaking about back then. Currently now we're in a fallen state. So even if you obey God, my nigga, you could still get hit by a car. You could still get burnt out here in these streets by many things. So no, in a fallen state, it was different because that's where we're at now. But prior to this, Adam and Eve, prior to them biting the apple, bro, they was not feeling any suffering.
When they eat of the tree, what exactly it is that enters the world. Maybe mortality, we can talk about that. So there's sort of a moral objection here that there's this crime that's committed unknowingly, without a knowledge of good and evil, fooled into doing so by the serpent.
Well, that's a lie. He said there's a crime that's committed unknowingly, fooled by the serpent. No, stop it, Alex. She knew because she had information that told her not to eat from the tree. So she had an option. On one side of your shoulder, eat from the tree is good, knowledge of evil. The other side, don't eat from the tree. I am your creator. No, I'm actually going to eat from this tree. Because the serpent was like, listen, if you eat from this tree, you'll be just like God. Eve was the first feminist. So she's like, wait, what? You telling me I could be equal to God? Of course, I could be equal to Adam. I always wanted to be equal to the man. God dang. Yeah, let me go ahead and eat from this tree. So she ate from the tree, the first feminist. Eve was the first feminist, bro. Chose to rebel from her father, eat from the apple, and live in damnation. And now we're all living in damnation until the end of time, right? It's crazy. Let's continue.
And then descendants are punished for the crime that they didn't commit. The other sort of side of this objection is to say, this is all assuming that actually, the serpent is evil and did tempt Eve. But as I said to Jordan Peterson, There are some interpretations of the story that take the side of the serpent, that say that God doesn't want them to know good and evil. He's a jealous God. He's a self-admittedly jealous God. And the serpent is the one who comes along and says, you know God's lying to you, right? He just doesn't want you to be like him. And when they eat of the tree, they find that they have become like him, and the serpent was completely right. Everything the serpent said came true.
Yeah, the people that twist the story, that's what you call what are they called? They're like devil worshippers. It's a word for them. Deep, not demonic, Satanist. Yeah, they're like Satanist. So people that, and that it is Satanist. They reverse the story. They think like the serpent was good. The serpent was on our side. God is bad. God didn't want you to be like him and to know good from evil. But the serpent is the one that gave us the knowledge of good and evil. And guess what? Now we're living just like God. Stupid serpent. We living just like God. Kobe done died in a plane crash, and his daughter and many other people for literally, like, there were innocent people died in that plane crash. And we have many examples, people dying from just mother nature. Storms come, kill people, tsunamis come and kill people. So not even just the heinous acts that we commit amongst one another as human beings, even if we do not commit any heinous crimes and violence amongst one another, nature gonna try to destroy us. Like, god dang, a tick bites you in the leg, a mosquito bites you in the neck. Like, nature is always trying to kill us, period. So like, the fact that these Satanists would view it like, oh, the knowledge of good and evil, you can be just like God. Nah, bro, they was living in paradise. You don't need any knowledge of good and evil. And actually, it's hard currently in this fallen state. I would say this. I'll throw them a bone here. It is hard for us to conceive a life without understanding good and bad, because the only reason why, when we try to like picture things, and this is their argument, not my argument, but this would be their argument, they'll say, well, the only reason why we know what's bad is because we know what's good. And the only reason why we know what's good is because we've experienced bad. So if we're experiencing the opposite of that, it must be good, right? So actually, I think I just figured it out right now. And that's what happens when you're critically thinking and speaking out loud. Okay. No, I could actually refute this argument. So this is their argument. Their argument is the only reason why we know what's good is because we experience bad. The only reason why we know what's bad is because we experience the opposite of that. So when things aren't bad, then we know what's good because we're not experiencing the bad. The only reason why we know what's pain is because, the opposite of not experiencing any pain. And that could be emotional pain, whatever it may be, right? So I just critically thought about this to see if I could put it into words, but no, we know that Adam and Eve, you don't have to experience bad in order to experience good, because currently in the fallen state, the reason why we conceptualize it that way is because we compare and contrast. But if you don't have anything to compare to, it will always be good. It's like a virgin. A virgin, she doesn't know if another man if she'll have she doesn't truly know of what another sexual experience is but her man. Let's say a virgin that got with one man. She doesn't know anything outside of her man as far as the sexual experience. So she can get information like, this guy is bigger, this guy is better, he can make you feel the vibes, but she doesn't truly know unless she experiences it. So really, everything was good until she got the information, because she didn't know anything else but her first guy. So everything was good until two things: until she got information that, hey, something could be better, which then would make her curious about what's out there, or unless she experienced another man and then she knew something was better. Meaning that if all you experience good and you don't have anything compared, if your only experience if your only experience is what you are experiencing, then you have nothing else to compare it to. So what you know is what you know. It would be like neutral, right? And if it isn't bad, if it isn't good, then that we would have to say that's somewhere in a realm of neutral or possibly even good, right? Or let's just say neutral because that makes more sense. The only way you would know something is bad, though, or good, unless you had something to compare it to. So, nah, that is true. Adam and Eve in paradise, maybe they didn't experience good and bad. That's totally fine. You don't need to experience good and bad. But what they did experience was peace. You have to say peace is neutral, right? So yeah, I think I just debunked that myself right now, that claim. I don't know, chat. If you guys have any disagreements, send it in a super chat, or if you, I mean, if you understood what I was saying, let me know. Put a one in the chat if you understood what I was saying. This is my first time just thinking about it, critically thinking. Put a two in the chat if you like, I really didn't understand what you were saying, Cooley. One in the chat if you understood that. It makes sense. Two in the chat if it doesn't make any sense. I just want to know. Let's see. And I don't care if it doesn't make any sense. It's okay. Be truthful. And you're not going to hurt my feelings. Okay, we got some ones. Seems like it's making sense. Okay, got ones. We got ones. All right. Let's see. Any more ones? Come on, man. We got like almost 200 people in here. Give me. Okay, ones. All right. It does make sense. It makes sense. So yeah, he wouldn't last in a debate with me, and he claims to be a very smart man, but with me, nah, man, nah, he wouldn't last. He wouldn't last in a debate. In a debate with Cooley, he would not last. That's the thing, man. I'll give it. I'll give it to people. Some people are better communicators than me. Some people are. They have more knowledge as far as history. You'll see these people. Shout outs to a lot of debaters out there and people that you see on social media. But when it comes to one thing, bro, high IQ. High IQ does play a lot. It plays a lot, bro. And a lot of these people be having low IQ. You're speaking to a high IQ individual over here. At the end of the day, I have an amazing ability to critically think quickly and also to psychoanalyze where people are going within their debating strategies and stuff like that. This is probably why we have no debaters in here that's trying to debate me right now because niggas is scared. Let me see here. I got you, bro. Oh, yeah, I sent chat. All right. Let's see what else Alex O'Connor says.
They did become like God, knowing good and evil. And then God proactively banishes them. It's not some like natural result of their sin that they have to sort of fall away from the Garden of Eden. You know, it's like God proactively saying, you're not allowed in here anymore. And you could just reach out your hand and eat from the tree of life, but I'm not going to let you. I don't want you to. And so he guards the gates of Eden with a cherubim with a flaming sword. So my question to you, Jonathan, is what the hell is going on here? It seems like if the...
That was his question. What? Yo, it's a saying. A fool can ask more questions than a wise man can answer. A fool can ask more questions than a wise man can answer. Because it's like, you're just a fool, right? Just a fool. And when you have kids, you know like the fullest nature about human beings because I got multiple kids, right? And kids is funny. My kids ask me questions all the time, but it'd be questions where it's like, why is the water hot? Why do we have a hot water knob? Why is, why do we have to do this? Why does it take long to get here? Why does it take long? Because we got to travel. We ain't got no teleportation device, man. We got to drive to this location. Shut up, little homie. Shut up. Stay quiet back there in the back seat. Are we there yet? Shut up. No, we not there yet. Stop asking dumb questions. Why would you ask, are we there yet? When we there, we would be there. Fools. Children are fools. And you know what? Grown men, like that dude, Alex O'Connor, a fool. Sometimes a fool can definitely ask so many questions that a wise man can't answer, because it's like, you're a fool. You always gonna have a million questions. That don't mean I have to have a million answers. Sometimes it's just like, you're dumb. Life ain't that hard. It's simple. All right. Let's go ahead and stop sharing that. All right, chat. And I gave you about 2 hours, 40 minutes of my time tonight. No other debaters coming up in here. No other debaters are coming up in. So with that being said, I mean, we're going to go ahead and wrap up stream. Unless you guys have something else that you want me to react to, I'll go ahead and get to that. Okay. Let's see if I have anything from any other members. I mean, I'll be getting a lot. Usually my assistants like sorts through and just sends me the links to all of them. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. We'll go ahead and wrap up stream then. Appreciate the support. Before you go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and click that bell icon so you are notified of when I go live next. My next live stream is going to be this Thursday. I will be debating the dude from the Jubilee channel. And actually, here's what we're going to do. I got something for y'all to do. So do this for me. We are going to... here's what we're going to do. I am going to pull up this link for you guys. Let's get this link. Okay, that should be a good one. Click that. We're going to go here. All right. So, do this for me. This is who I will be debating. So this guy, what I want you to do, chat, everyone that's tuning in right now, before you go over to this channel here. And I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the comments on YouTube. Give me a second. On this stream, I'm going to put the link to it. But this premieres this Thursday, and that's the guy that I will be debating. I want you to go to that channel. Go to my channel and that, you know, what do we call it? My next live stream. So go to my next live stream, which will be this Thursday. And I want you to comment and also like the video. Comment and like the video. And what I'm going to do here is I am going to put the link here. All right, so I just put the link in the comments. That is the link to this video right here. That's the link to the video. So go to this video. What I want everyone to do, I want you to go to it, and you see the comment area here. I want you to comment. First, I want you to like this video. So hit a like button, and then go to the comment and put a comment, any comment you want. You could put W Cooley in the comments. That's what I want y'all to do. So get the likes and the comments on this stream now. So when I go live, what this is going to do is going to push it into the algorithm, right? It's going to push it into the algorithm. So when I go live on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll have more live viewers. So go over to this. I already put the link in the chat. So click on the link in the chat. It's going to pop up for you. If you have to stop watching this video right now, do it. It's fine. But click on this. Cool. Y'all in the chat right now. I see y'all. Go ahead and click on this. Click on the link that I put in the live chat. Go over to this future live video. Comment W Cooley and like the video. Like it. Get the likes up. So like and comment on this now. Because that's the guy I will be debating. And he going to get washed, bro. It's going to be an easy victory. And I'm debating on, the conversation is going to be, the debate is going to be, is red pill a net positive or a net negative for men? He's going to get washed. I seen him. I didn't watch the full stream that, when he debated Andrew Wilson on whatever podcast. I only watched like 15 minutes of it, maybe 20. But it wasn't that interesting, so I stopped watching it. On his part, it wasn't that interesting. Of course, Andrew Wilson was, putting up good arguments and smoking homie, but it wasn't that interesting. So I'm like, he doesn't seem too intelligent. So I kind of stopped watching it. But I'm probably going to watch a little bit more just to do some more research, some more studying, and we're going to see what's up. We are going to see what's up. All right. So yeah, go do that. Go do that now. Let's go ahead and put it back here so y'all can see. Do that right now for me. Like the video. So click the link that I posted in the comments. Go ahead and like this video here and comment. Comment W Cooley. Currently, I only see that 2 people commented. Shout out to Cassia. Shout out to Char. Shout out to G Herman. I see the W Cooley. Everyone that comments, I'm going to give you a shout out right now. So go over to that future live stream, this debate, the video that you're seeing on the screen right now. I put the link in the comment. Go to the comment. Well, click on it. Yo boy Liam, he says, W Bug Eye Cooley. Appreciate you. Go to this video, like it, and comment. Let's go. Okay, we got Devin Henry, W Cooley. Appreciate you. I'm giving everyone a shout out right now. So go ahead. You want a shout out? I will give you a shout out. We got Dog, It's Gay. Or gay. Okay, I guess that's what it is. Shout out Cooley. Okay, we got Watts. Shout out W Cooley. The root cause. Yeah. The root cause. We got Brian E. W Cooley. God bless. We got Mr. Mike 925. W Cooley. Appreciate the support, man. Let's go. Debate night this Thursday. I'm debating this male feminist, and he's going to get washed in a debate versus me. Conversation being, is red pill a net negative or a net positive for men? Click on the link that I put in the live comments, or just find this future stream. Go on the main No Fugazee page and you'll find this stream. It'll be here to come right up if you go on the main page. And what I want you to do is like the video and comment. Okay, we got some more comments. We got Jesse Santos says, yes, sir. Shout out to you. We got LD Nation, Big W Cooley. Shout out to you. Yo boy Liam again. Soy boy finna be cooked. Let's go, Chef Cooley. We got LD Nation again. All praises due. Appreciate you. I'm giving shout outs right now, man. So let's get y'all up in here. Go to this stream now. Everyone that likes the video and comments, you are getting a shout out. And this is the video that you have to like, because this is the my future debate. It's this Thursday. This Thursday, I will be debating this guy. Literally less than 48 hours. Less than 48 hours away. You will see a victory. And it's going to be a victory within my opening. You know my openings be top notch. It's going to be, in my openings, I give my argument, but it's crazy that no one really argues any or refutes any of my points in my opening. Like most of these last debates I've been doing, they don't refute any of my points, but in their opening, I attacked their arguments. It's like weird. They don't really know how to argue points. Let's get the likes up on this future stream. And this debate, okay, we got some more people in here. Quadair W Cooley, appreciate it. We got Dot Gang TV. Gang. I appreciate you. Get the likes up now, man. Get the likes up. Let's go. Don't be a ninja watcher. I'm giving y'all instructions. If I see your name and your comment on this stream right here, this future stream, if you do exactly what I'm telling you, man, trust me, it's gonna go noticed. Like, it's not gonna go unnoticed. I won't forget about you. Then when I see that I'll know that you are a true supporter and you really rocking me if you do this. That's just the facts. This is not me trying to convince anyone to go over here and do it. To go to this stream and like the video and comment. This is me speaking facts. Like, I'm really gonna remember you. We got Jesse Santos. Who the F is this guy? Some guy that's finna get washed. Some guy that's finna get washed. He finna get washed. Come on, let's do it. Let's get the likes. Let me refresh this, see what we got. Okay, we got 15 likes. Come on, man. So we had only, 15 people come on over? We got to be more than that. How many live people we got watching on the main channel? Maybe some people left the stream. Let's see. Let's see. Nah, we still got 150 people watching. Come on, let's go. We got Gabe Rowland sends him $5. Appreciate the super chat. Appreciate the super chat, Gabe. Shout out to you.
No Fugazee.
W.
Fugazee.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and stop there. Let me stop sharing that. All right, so quick update. I'll just state some of the things that you already heard before, and then I'll state some new things as well. But update on what you can expect. We will, once again, debate this Thursday. You will be seeing that. This Friday, I most likely will be going live and doing another, doing some reactions and some debates. I possibly will go live this Friday. It's a possibility. But definitely live this Thursday for debating that dude, that male feminist. And then I will be possibly going live on this Friday. If I don't go live this Friday, I'm definitely going live this Sunday. So stay tuned for that. Then next week, I'll be live Tuesday again. And then Thursday again, I'll be going live. And then, and once again, it's going to be reactions and open debates like we did today. And then the following week, and possibly Sunday, I'll be going live too. And then the following week, we'll be going live Tuesdays and Thursdays again. I may even do a live. Listen, if I go live on Sunday, I'm not going live on Monday. If I don't go live on Sunday, I'm going live on Monday, and then I'm going live on Wednesday. So I'm doing it like every other day, but definitely not going live on any Saturday. So every other day, you can expect Cooley here at No Fugazi going live. It will either be reacting to content or it will be me doing debates, like open debates. As far as me doing scheduled and planned debates, well, I did one last week with Canada's dating coach, and she ran off in 25 minutes. Demolished her easy. I ain't even say nothing too much. She just ran off. She was scared. And then we got this debate coming up this Thursday. So pretty much like every Thursday, I want to do a debate. So I'll be working to try to schedule someone for next Thursday's debate. But if not, if it isn't a one-on-one debate, then I'll do open panel again. But the 27th of the month is going to be the next full panel dating podcast at the new studio. I know a lot of y'all like the new studio. Y'all was like, Cooley, the new studio is fire. It's the table setting. The mics is on the table. You know what I mean? It was good conversation. A lot of new women on the show. So the 27th of this month, we'll be doing another full panel dating show with more new chicks talking about male and female intersexual dynamics. having some 304s on there and me demolishing their worldview like usual. But it's going to be fun. We'll play some games and interact with the ladies for some entertainment value for you guys. But other than that, this podcast has been No Fugazi. Before you leave, hit the like button, subscribe to We out, man. We out.